Hello everyone, and welcome to Perilous Pursuits, a live D&D podcast where a bunch of us nerdy-ass DMs sit around and play D&D. It's been 20 years since the events of the last campaign, Castle Tymora. Now, a new party of adventurers have been hired by Mary at Castle Tymora, just outside of Waterdeep. Warning, some content may not be suitable for all audiences. And now, let's jump into tonight's episode of Perilous Pursuits.
I guess you're not here, so you don't get one.
I got my
free beer night.
I got my rum and coke.
Oreo.
You sound bad.
Yeah, you sound sick.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
You just woke up?
I actually was having a nap earlier.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, fuck. I'm jealous.
Getting ready for that beach nap.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is great. Now I can actually use my computer. Because the cord is good enough.
Oh, we need to.
And we can hear Gord now.
I've got the Resource character sheet open. Logging in. It's not logging in.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think we ever
That
have...
looks like a 1.
It is a 1.
Oh, good. I don't even
Wow.
have to roll. Yay. And you're rolling with a minus tonight because you were playing your game until 7:04, so...
Well, he wasn't here until...
Well, Gord's rolling with a minus as well.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, because of his birthday. Right? We missed your birthday last week.
14.
52.
Yeah,
14.
close. I got 11 years to catch up to you.
Yeah, he kind of looks like he's in this 7. My character's going to die tonight.
Not tonight. I'm not DMing.
Fuck.
Okay, let me roll my dice.
Okay, are we on the internet?
I don't
We
know.
are
Oh,
on the
this
internet.
has to be official, right?
So,
We are on the
so
internet?
all of our rolls don't count.
Oh, of course they count.
Yeah.
Oh, yours count.
Yeah,
I was
they
recording
get
before.
back.
I was recording before.
Oh, that doesn't count.
That's a cocky one.
That's as cocked as you can cock a cock.
Oh, there you go.
You can
Good
roll
enough.
advantage because of birthday.
Don't need to. I already beat him. 14.
Is that the one that didn't let you down last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that rolled.
Oh, that's the
20s.
Oh,
and now
man.
it rolls a 1.
Good. I like it.
No. I have some days that look like this.
Okay, we don't even have this screen set up. Man, what am I doing?
Yeah,
No.
I know that.
I like this now. I don't need the
No,
audio
you have
coming
one
out
that
the
looks
bottom.
like Jackson Dragon has
Don't need the mic doing anything. Perfect.
scaled it.
All right. So, welcome back to Castle Tymora, TNG, the next generation.
Dun, dun, dun,
Now that we
dun,
have
dun, dun.
Yeah.
a roll for a raid cap, let's take a quick pause and do the secret question. Let's do that first. So, can we go around the table and tell us who your character would like to have dinner with? Like a celebrity in real life, who would they choose to be their dinner date?
Oh, okay. Well,
I
I'm
got
playing
mine.
Electrum.
Sure.
Oh. Corderum would like to meet Halle Berry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like to have dinner with Halle Berry.
Yeah, he's into older women and he's into women who play cats. So
Meow.
Does he think
Also-
she's a tabaxi?
She's a tabaxi?
yeah, well, she played a cat. You know, that's the closest thing in real life. She was Catwoman.
Okay. Who's next?
Well, I think Coderum.
Mainly because I
Coderum.
Oh, Coderum goes first. Okay, good.
That was Godarum.
So he would actually have dinner with two people.
This
Larry
is Copper
Page and
speaking, right?
Sergey
Larry
Brin.
Page and Sergey Brin
Oh shit!
Founded Google.
founded Google.
Because he'd be like, how do I bring all the spells and knowledge of Faerun to Google file it?
Google file it.
And you just like type in a spell
And you just
and you
like
could
type
find
in
it
a
and it'd be right
spell and you
there.
could find it and it'd be right there.
You're thinking about calling it Faerun
You're thinking about
Beyond.
calling it Faerun Beyond.
10-year-old Google.
No, Art's not here tonight, but he said that Rosilra would have dinner with David Minter.
Yeah.
The Canadian gardener guy from CBC Radio.
You guys don't listen to David Minter regularly? Do you?
I do.
You are old.
Yeah.
That was good.
I say under my blanket.
Mike proves it every day.
Do you have your snuggly?
Fuck you.
He knows it's true.
Okay, String, have you got a dinner guest in mind?
String would like to take Steve Commissar out for dinner. He's a career confidence trickster, best known for selling over 1 million solar-powered clotheslines for $49.95 each, which just turned out to be regular clotheslines.
Solar powered.
Yeah.
Yes.
But,
All clotheslines are solar powered.
yeah, no, but he was making a really good deal. They're
At 50
solar-powered
bucks a piece.
clotheslines, very state-of-the-art. People definitely wanted them, and he sold over 1 million of them apparently for just short of $50 each.
That's not a con man.
I
That's
also-
a good salesman.
Yeah, I like it. I also think the slap chop guy. You could hang out with
I
him.
didn't say he
Very
was a
straight.
con man. I said he was a career confidence trickster.
Maybe the My Pillow guy.
Maybe the My Pillow guy.
The My Pillow. That guy's a nutball.
And Lorth, he would choose Johnny Depp because he would like the movies and everything he's in. And then throughout the whole dinner, he will not speak at all. He would be just too afraid to speak up at all.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a silent, sad dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're playing Electrum tonight,
Mhm.
Mike. So who do you think Electrum would like to have dinner with?
Stormy Daniels.
What? Really? So she's up on like politics and stuff a little bit then?
Yeah, she just likes.
She probably slept
She
with
likes a
Never
good
Ember.
laugh.
He probably slept with Never Ember.
All right. So with that out of the way, let's do the recap.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So last week.
last week.
Last couple weeks,
Yes.
our brave adventurers, not really even yet, went to the Blackstaff Tower after getting everything they wanted from the library. Some of us were allowed in.
All but one.
All but
Boo.
one. Who ended up just not being worthy, sadly. Ish.
Somebody did make a comment and become unworthy too.
Yeah, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to put anything on that. I didn't want to.
Well, I mean, like
He's got
we
the
don't
power of the
we don't wanna
recap. He
just-
doesn't have to bring that up.
throw in some of the facts. That would be.
And after that, we also found out that they implemented teleportation into the Blackstaff Tower. Just you needed to pay some 10 gold.
Yeah,
For training.
and from Castle Tymora, we have
Yep.
teleportation.
Depending on how far it was different.
Yeah, and you can't. Only people, not goods.
Yeah. So we went our ways back home with the cart and everything. Well, all of us but one. One who I don't. My character doesn't know this, but went home crying to their mom. When we got home, we had a dinner. We talked to people there, and our swap happened again.
Oh, and you also missed a part about someone riding a horse.
Oh, I don't know that.
No.
Yeah.
You still could include that in the recap.
I could. Yeah.
This is your chance to change history.
Well,
Will.
This is your chance to change history, Will.
It happened. Like, I'm not changing that fact. Yeah, one of our friends, not naming names, rode back alone, depressed. Their horse flew into the geyser unexpectedly. Them narrowly dodging certain death, deciding not to go down there with all the gold that they got from their mommy.
Mommy money?
Mommy money.
Yeah.
They walked their way back home, and when we were back home, our swap happened, and Kazadar, or what was your Kaladar swapped.
Close the door.
Close the door.
It was
Kazadar.
Sorry, I even get mixed up.
Kazadar,
Yeah.
or whatever, shifted into Electrum, and Lorth shifted into Parth and Lorth. They were no longer Plorth.
And
Hopefully it's
Oh
permanent.
yeah, we had there was a great event that night too.
yeah, someone got some pussy.
Someone got some pussy.
Oh, you ungrateful. It was classy.
It was. We could all hear it.
Tasteful.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you like the tabaxi.
That's the Halle Berry reference.
Were you thinking of Halle Berry when you were with her?
I'm pretty sure she sort of looks like Halle Berry.
She was just covered in hair from
in your
claws.
She's fuzzy Halle
your
Berry.
imagination.
Yeah, in my imagination. That's what I was picturing the whole time.
So not shaved.
Halle Berry stuffy.
Cat ears and cat
And you
tail.
were stuffing her.
She was stuffing him.
There was a hatching,
Oh yes, I forgot about
and I think Copper is signed up to be guardian over the newest.
And he's naming it Griffy McGriffface.
He hasn't. We haven't done the naming ceremony yet. But
Right, but we all voted. So
He named it Griffy McGriffface. I'm good.
he's losing ownership of the.
that. I'm gonna quit
Guardianship
the game.
of it.
And we have a new master of books,
But he's not here.
but he's not here. He's going to be
He's,
late. For
yeah,
his
he's
first
gonna
shift.
miss his first job, and they're just gonna fire him. It'd be for the best if he was fired, because he
First
can't
day.
adventure with us while he's the master of books.
And this is the morning now, and we've had. Let me get it straight. Harry and Lorth are wake up together in Corderam's bed, and
Yeah.
Electra wakes up in Copper's bed.
Yeah, and then I threw all the copper shit out of my room, which he took over, out the window.
It's in the courtyard.
Took my room back. Because he's in my room.
Right,
So his shit's all wherever the window led to.
in the courtyard.
Okay, yeah.
And String is probably waking up on the
To a
roof.
bunch of the stuff.
Falling on him.
And
On the roof of the stable in the courtyard.
is in any of Copper's belongings, is there anything of value?
Oh yes.
Oh fuck.
Copper,
Just a spell book.
Copper, all your stuff's been thrown out into the courtyard. Anything that you don't have on you while you're sleeping.
Well, I got up to go to the Griffins.
Right.
Yeah.
So whatever you have on you that you took to the hatching, you have. But anything you left behind in your room, like the trophy that you got from the Waterdeep Games,
The Neverember Olympics.
Olympics.
Neverwinter.
Yeah, all of your memorabilia and your participation badge.
There is a first.
Those are
place
all
trophy.
out in the courtyard now.
Yeah.
So there might be something that's twinkly, that shines.
Absolutely. Anything shiny, anything that might seem of any value, whether like actual monetary value or just the copper would be upset that he wouldn't have any more. I will snag and I will bring back to the.
Okay, Gord, you're gonna have to send him a list of things that he would have got. I would have stolen from you.
I don't have a lot. I can
I'll
tell you
let
right
him
now.
create the list.
Ink or parchment spellbook.
Picture of Electrum.
Yeah. Picture of
little bag of
6-year-old
sand.
Electrum.
You almost made them both.
There might be a little hidden soother in that pile.
Gold plated.
When the thumb doesn't cut it.
Really like worn down and yellowed with age.
There's 2 of them.
I don't have much crap. Penknife.
Okay, so everyone else is now getting up and going for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's also the baby bottle with Electrums. But it's like old. Old and like, yeah.
Curdled.
Some mother's milk.
Yep.
Yeah, fun.
Okay. So, I can't remember who Electrum's run into and what she's heard so far.
She was an adventure as a part of this party.
No, I mean since she came back.
Oh, since she's come back?
Yeah, since she got...
You woke up in Copper's room all by yourself. You threw all Copper's stuff outside, and then you would have just now go down for breakfast. But all the people in the castle know you, and you know the party. You adventured with the party up until this point.
I wasn't gone for that long, like a day or 2.
True.
Like a day. A day. Yeah, a day.
2 days?
Yeah, it's been 2 days.
It's 2 days.
Yeah, 2 switches.
And as you go down for breakfast, everyone you pass in the hallways and at the breakfast, they're all surprised to see you. They're, oh, Electra, we thought you were lost. Welcome back.
I mean, it wouldn't be that. Sure, she goes on.
But everyone's aware of what was happening.
The Copper's been mourning you
Yes.
for 2 days.
True.
It's been heartbreaking. Everybody has lost their
Copper hasn't shut up about
master of horrors. Horror.
Master of horrors.
it. He had a little bit of cookie in his mouth. It was,
Yeah.
I bet he did.
Couldn't get that whore down.
yeah, we're all having cookies here. Those of you who are tuning in online can't enjoy the cookies.
Maybe we should have like just PNGs of cookies like showing up throughout this whole episode.
Well, I've got some Girl Guide cookies I can eat.
Could have brought those with you.
Yeah. So is Rosilra a horologist?
Are they
A horologist?
horticulturalists?
Do you remember that from
Electrum's
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Horology 101.
So breakfast.
Okay. Yeah.
You can smell that there's food cooking. Another hot breakfast prepared for you.
Mm-hmm. Who's down there at the breakfast table?
Right now, Dudley Adelard, the Loxodon, is serving hot bowls of oatmeal.
Mm.
And Furnak Falar, Master of Defense. He's a Goliath. He kind of he has a great axe that he leaves leaned up against the table, and he sits right at the end of the table. It's kind of leaned up there. It's this big great axe, and he's having like 3 bowls of porridge.
Electrum is going to walk up to what was the Lockstone's name?
Dudley.
Dudley. So
Yeah.
you can walk up to Dudley and stroke his trunk and says, "Oh, Dudley, I'm sure you have more than porridge for me this morning, don't you?"
He unzips his pants.
Well, I've got some spicy sausage. No, yes. Oh, of course. Of course. I can go to the kitchen. What do you need?
No, spicy sausage is stuck in my head.
Don't say spicy sausage.
Don't say justice.
I mean,
I love eggs Benny.
oh, yes. Yes, I can make that special. Come to the kitchen in 10 minutes. I'll have it ready for you.
Oh, thank you.
In the back.
He's not going to serve that for everyone, but he has to go and prep that special, and he'll run off back to the kitchen.
She gives him a little pat on the bum as he leaves.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I got to make a roll here.
Constitution?
Kodaram has to roll to see if he vomits or not. Watching that.
Everyone else coming down for breakfast. Kodaram's down there early.
I'm there whenever Valerie decides I can leave.
Okay, she's up early and off, and she has duties with the Griffin Riders today, and so she's...
Yep, I'm down for breakfast then.
Okay.
Do you go to your room to like change or anything?
Yeah, I'd probably go to my room
Get
quick.
out of here. I'm done with you.
But I wear like the same kind of half plate mail every day anyway, so I don't have to change that
But
much.
were you wearing the half plate?
No, I'd have to go to get dressed for sure, yeah.
Or is it?
So then you arrive back at your room
Yeah, I will, yeah.
to find
Hello.
Hey,
it's Perry and Lorth.
both of you. What happened? You're back.
Like the musk in the room.
What the fuck have you done in my room?
Bye.
Need to burn the bed.
Both walk out.
It is good you've returned. Just don't come back to my room again. I'll go find a maid. I'll go find a maid along the way and see if they can clean that up.
Okay. There is in the hallway. There is Master of Mop.
Would you be able to please, if you don't mind, have somebody clean my bed sheets? They seem to have been soiled without me.
There is this Master of Mop. He's a blue water genasi.
Oh, so he just dumps his head in the...
He kind of like he appears out of the mop bucket, and he's there holding a mop. And as he's walking, like his bottom half is kind of fluid and kind of waters the ground, and he kind of mops it. And he'll say, "Yes, master," right away, and he will go into the room and he'll spend the next little minute tidying your room for you.
Here, give him a gold piece.
Okay.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate all of your efforts.
His name is Lamuskin Harahanahathasasas.
Okay.
Hasa hot sausage? Marufkin hot sausage.
That's what what's Electrum what Electrum's getting for breakfast.
Yep,
That's what she sounds like with her
that's a
mouth.
callback.
Sounds like it's a mouthful.
So yeah, he will appear and do his little cleanup in your room. String, what's going on with you?
I have to spend a little bit of time getting all of Copper's stuff in the right spot in my sort of self-made nest on the roof of the
stables.
And then I'll show up for breakfast.
You have the biggest room out of everyone because it's the entire roof.
Yep.
Of the stables.
But I show up late for breakfast, as I usually do.
Okay. And you're having oatmeal like the rest of everyone?
Yep.
Okay. During your breakfast, you see Galfred will appear. He just kind of walks through the wall and just kind of. He has this ghostly figure, and he's incorporeal, like he can go through stuff. And so he shows up in the breakfast hall there, and he says, "Masters and sirs, I have a new mission for you this day. Are you ready to serve your lord?"
Indeed.
And he'll notice. He'll say, "Oh, Electrum, you're back with us. This is very good."
Hot damn, Electrum, where'd you come from?
Oh, do I smell pussy on you?
I could just go sit on the other side of the table.
Electrum.
Right away.
Too familiar. Are you going to adventure today with the party?
Oh, I haven't been gone. Why wouldn't I?
Okay, good.
Well, I mean, you have been gone. For days you've been gone.
Oh, you missed me, Cody.
We were looking for you.
Obviously, you missed me.
You're an important, valuable member of our team.
Of course I'm going to help.
Awesome. It's great to have you back.
I know.
I'll be over here. Just don't talk to me.
Okay. So Galfred will say, we need to make sure that there's enough riders, that we have enough trained Griffin riders at the castle here. And even though we only have about 10 mounts, we need to make sure that we have enough riders that we can always have those mounts available at any time. So if some people are sick, we need to cover their shifts, or if they're out of town, and so we need to have more riders available. And so we want you guys to train for the day.
Well, I'm always up for mounting something.
Okay, good.
Feel like that right then. Florith gets down. The two of them.
Perry, actually, I'd like to interview you for the Master of Potions. That is a position that I need to fill here at the castle, Master of Potions, and I'm hoping that you will consider applying for the job.
Okay, just to let you know, it is mostly my husband's knowledge that I will be applying. I don't have much knowledge of this on my own.
Perry's the potion guy?
No, it's the...
Lotion?
The whole brand is just named after the two of us. I'm mainly the face of the organization. My husband's the one who makes most of the potions.
I thought it was Perry for potions and Lorth for lotion.
Yeah, that's what the story was.
That's why it's called that, because Perry and Lorth.
You got you. Are you sure that's what it said in your backstory? Because I'm going off of what you told me. I'm trying to find a way to not force you to play both characters.
I know.
If this is a way that we can pull Perry out of the conversation, that was my...
It's okay. I can. Perry can still try.
Okay.
Doesn't mean he's going to be good at it, though.
Or we could just say that Perry is good at it, and he gets the position, and now you can play as Lorth.
Okay.
Because with your role, Perry's now returned to you.
Is it forever, though? That's the thing. Or is it...
Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But Perry has been offered the position, and should he be successful in applying and getting that position, then he can be the master of potions here at Castle Tymora.
Okay.
Which does come with a weekly salary, which, you know, he may or may not share with Lorth.
They keep their finances separate.
Oh, okay.
I've asked them.
Okay.
They've told me.
He doesn't trust Lorth with the money.
Lorth is horribly irresponsible with money.
Yeah.
Gambling problem.
Yeah, that's right. That's all I get out of him these days.
Perry was the one who had like an 8 in wisdom.
Okay, so this is a solution that I put to you. So on the adventure today to train by griffins, Lorth can go on the adventure. Perry's going to stay behind and do the interview, just like the other day where Kaz and Copper did the interview process. Okay. But Electrum, Codarum,
Hell yeah.
Copper, String, Versilra. Oh, no, actually, Versilra, she's needed in the East Block this afternoon, so she's might as well just keep her here. She's not going to go on this expedition.
Copper would still
She's
be
got
at
some
the
flowers to handle, so...
Griffin stable, wouldn't he?
Versilra?
No, Copper.
That's before breakfast.
Yeah, that was before breakfast, right?
Oh, okay.
So, Copper,
I'll sit
you're
next
here
to
having breakfast now?
I'll sit next to my sister and say, you know how Codarum always fond of you, right?
Yeah.
Well, he banged Valerie last night.
Oh, really? Cody, is this true?
Right in front of him?
I'm on the other side of the fucking... I left her already.
Do you like yell that across the room?
I just tell it to Electrum.
Okay.
Gossip.
Oh, this is good.
Okay. I'm writing this down.
Mike's not allowed to play anymore. Is that what you're writing now? It will be a great honor for all of us to get to ride griffins today. This will be awesome.
Yeah, Codarum, if you
Can't
need
wait.
any help, I can give you some tips.
I've got D&D Beyond up. When you roll a 1, then we'll talk.
He's gonna check all your...
Oh, I'm looking at his rolls with all the animal handling.
I
rolls
got
he's
my dice
coming.
box open.
No, it doesn't matter. You got to roll in the thing, or I'm turning off your fucking speaker.
Digital dice only.
Wow, that's a change.
Does Codarum get advantage on animal handling from riding all night? You know, he's on...
Trying to play a serious game of D&D here.
Disadvantage because he's exhausted?
Because I'm tired.
Yes. Chafing.
Chafing.
We'll see when we get there just who gets what and how they're applied. Okay, so you need to report to the what's it called? It's like the griffins have a nest.
The Airy?
Yes.
Oh.
So they have an eyrie in like the northwest tower. So you need to report to the northwest tower where the griffins
Aerate.
Were they aerate?
You know, I thought it was called an atuary. No, aviary.
Aviary?
Aviary.
It's for birds.
Birds,
but
yeah.
Like, sure.
Yeah, aviary.
They have their own nesting spot in the northwest tower.
Okay.
So you need to report to Valerie in the northwest tower, and she'll give you the details on what you need to do today.
Oh, I should be
Awesome.
good, Codarum.
You're not by Codarum.
Yeah, nobody's by me. I don't like anybody anymore, except for String. I'm sitting with String on the other side.
Okay, so report to her by 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. And it's currently 8:30. You got about half an hour
I leave right now.
to get your stuff in order.
I'm so excited to get on these griffins here and do any griffin-related shit. I leave right now. I've got like my eggs. I just bring my plate with me and I'm walking down the hallway.
Okay, but you didn't get eggs. You got porridge.
Okay, porridge. I have my porridge.
Electrum's gonna go into the kitchen and get her.
Electrum can go back into the kitchen and meet with Dudley, and he'll have a special plate sitting there for her. You know, with it's plated oh so nicely, and you know it's got like the eggs Benny with a little strip of bacon and some little hash brown kind of potatoes roasted.
Oh, Dudley.
Damn.
I'll go to the kitchen and get a glass of my special milk.
Glass of my special
She'll
milk.
take her plate.
Special milk.
She'll lift up his trunk and give him a little kiss on the end of the trunk.
You'll blush.
How old is this guy? Like
Loxodon.
it's like middle-aged Loxodon.
Yeah, it's hard to
It
tell.
doesn't matter for Electrum.
He's got a comb over.
He's got a comb over.
Yeah, he's got to go over.
He's got more hair on his back than he does on his.
Oh, shit. Oh, so he's 41.
Wait till you reach 55, it reaches your ass.
Okay. So you all finish your breakfast. Anything else you want to do before you meet on the Northwest Tower?
I'll go back.
I'm
to my
standing
room,
there for 25 minutes.
collect my stuff to move into my old room.
Okay.
Okay, you can collect your stuff out of the courtyard.
But he doesn't know it fell into the courtyard.
Well,
Yeah,
if
there's some
you
stuff
go to
missing.
the
I'm a
room
little
to get your
confused.
stuff.
missing. I'm a little confused.
Yeah,
The door's locked.
No, my old room, not your
Door's
room.
locked
My
and-
old room, not your room.
but as you pass through the courtyard, you see all your stuff, or some of your stuff, in the courtyard.
Yeah, I'm scratching my head.
Yeah, I'm scratching my head.
So you can pick up your stuff, and at this point, you might not even take notice as to what's missing yet.
Because she may not have thrown it out.
No, you might not have thrown everything out. It could still be in the room somewhere.
I see him walking by.
Throw more stuff out.
How'd this get here?
How'd this get here?
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything?
Nope. Lorth is writing a cheat sheet on Perry's hand.
Okay. So that Barry knows what to do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You all arrive at the Northwest Tower, and you can see that Valerie is standing there at attention, and you can see a couple other people who are being trained. It is Rakis Macau, the Master of Chains. He's a deep gnome, and he's just standing at attention, waiting for everyone to arrive. And you can see Balin Boozebeard, who is asleep on the floor beside him. He was told to be here at 9, and so he just slept up here, and he's still asleep.
Gonna be some good riders today.
Oh yeah. So it's you 5 plus these 2, and now that everyone is here, Valerie says, "Spit's butt, everyone in line, let's go. I'm here to train you on these griffins, and you better listen up because I'm only going to say it once."
I jump on the line.
I try to wake up Boozebeard, like shaking his shoulders.
I give him a boot.
Okay. Okay, he's like, "Hey, Ori, I'm here." And he's like, "You can always count on me, I'm here."
Stay alert, shut up.
Okay.
Electrum's gonna kind of try and move into the line right beside Cody.
Okay.
Hey, Cody.
How's
it going?
Valerie will go through the procedures of how to care for a griffin. And she'll say, "Now listen, these animals are majestic creatures. You need to treat them with respect. And they have very sharp claws, and they have very sharp beaks. So whenever you're handling them, you got to make sure that you stay a good distance away from the head, because they like to snap at things. You know, even the trained ones, still, if you get too close, they don't know what's there. They're just going to snap. It's a reaction. So don't get too close to them. I'm going to be riding a fairly new griffin, not a seasoned one, and so I'm going to try and break him in on this ride. So, you know, I might not be available to answer all your questions once we're in the air. I'll be busy trying to break in this griffin, but you guys will all be riding griffins that are well seasoned, and they know the hand signals and the commands, the voice commands. So you have nothing to fear. But you know, today's just about a day about getting in the air and doing a few different command signals and a few different patterns. We're going to do a small collection of some rocks and some lumber, some trees, just to help out the guys who are collecting firewood for the castle. So
I'll keep an eye on them, Val.
Something simple and something easy. Copper, I'm glad to see you're here. I mean, I know you've flown with me before, and so I'm counting on you to kind of take the lead here, because I'm going to be up there, but I'm going to be kind of working this new griffin. You know, I'm going to be working this new griffin, just working them.
That thing's going to be bucking you hard there, Val. That thing's going to be
bucking you hard.
She kind of looks over at Codarum just slightly, and
Codarum's standing at attention. This is serious shit.
You can see when she tightens down the straps on the saddle, she's kind of really biting her teeth and looking over at Codarum and just yanking on it.
No response. I'm so excited to do my duty here.
Codarum, you're lucky.
Just like last night.
There's a little bit of steam coming up from under her collar, a little bit.
Did she see Electrum rubbing up against him?
Let's see if she notices. Unless you're being so
Electrum's
overt.
not rubbing up against him.
Okay.
Are you being so overt?
She's just standing beside him.
She notices that you're choosing to stand right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
She notices. All right, so we'll go over the basics, some of the command words, directions. We use up, down, left, right. It's just the simplest, and this is what the Griffins have been trained. So when you use these voice commands, you don't even necessarily they don't need to see you, and it's just a simple phrase. Don't try and throw lots of words in there. Just be straightforward. The animal responds best to just straightforward commands. Another command that you need to know is decline. What's the word sheet now? Descend. Okay. So if you say descend, then the animal is going to go to ground. Whereas if you just say down, then the animal lowers its flight path, but you could land in a tree. Descend is the word that you use to go to the ground. So make sure you don't say that word unless you want to go to the ground.
How about dive?
Yes, dive is a more advanced skill. We don't necessarily need to do that today. So just use the commands I've been giving. I'm training you with: just up, down, left, right, and descend. Okay. And of course, takeoff is with your first ascent. The animal will then proceed into the air.
Make it so.
Yes. I like it. So these are the commands that you need to know. And the last one is to hover. If you want to just stay in one place, then use the word hover, and they'll just remain there for as long as they can. Now, a griffin can only fly up to an hour of flight before they need to descend and take a rest. So make sure that you're not pushing this beast beyond where it can go without a rest. Now, there are some spots where we can rest on our journey today, and we'll all descend and we'll be able to rest there. But if you push this animal beyond what it can do, it's no telling. It might just descend on its own, and no matter where it is. You need to be responsible for these animals because there are only 10. And we care very much for these animals, and they are the future of Tymora. Like, we were into flowers, but we're going to be moving, branching out into things like training up these griffins, and so they're very valuable. And the fact that Master Mary trusts you guys with this, I don't know why, but I was told that we're going to train more people. I mean, I've done years and years of schooling to get to this point. Copper, you know how much training goes into this, and to put you newbies out here, I don't understand. But that's what I've been told, so I'm going to train you, and I expect good results. And we're going to go and help the loggers and get some trees, and hopefully you guys learn something.
Well, don't worry. Cody, he knows how to ride anything, I hear.
Codarum, you do have experience with griffins.
I have my steel defender beside me.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the griffin.
Stay on the ground.
Yes. He's on the ground.
But you and Copper both have experience with riding griffins. Copper maybe more than you, but maybe.
Well, statistically, actually, no, he doesn't. He hasn't ridden them more than me.
An Electrum is riding anything.
What?
Right.
How's that animal handling check there? What's the bonus?
I'm
your
pretty
end,
sure I'm double
Copper?
proficiency.
Double proficiency.
0 proficiency from what I could see here.
Yeah, but I've got the
but
double, so that's a plus
But I've
4.
got the double, so that's.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, double 0 is still 0, so that's good.
Yeah.
No, I got to add my proficiency.
I got it for proficiency.
Twice.
All right. You are all given a griffin, and you are instructed on how to put the saddle on and the stirrups and the.
What's my griffin's name?
That is a good question. There's a ton of names for griffins.
Bob the Griffin.
That one's Praxis.
Bob and Tim and Rob and.
Okay. These would be named by Dale Goodbody, and so they're probably all something body. Because he's the one who named them.
Fluff Body.
So you're riding Fluff Body, and you're riding
Feather Body.
Feather Body. You're riding
Everybody.
Oh, that's good.
String. You're riding
Somebody?
Yeah.
and Copper. You chose
I got nobody.
Nobody. Yeah. Okay. This will be great in the future when we're saving the town with different.
Go get nobody.
Go get nobody.
Okay.
What is
I
Dale
will write this
Goodbody?
down.
What is
I
his
didn't-
What
role?
is Dale Goodbody? What is his role?
He's the master of eggs.
He's
Oh,
the
I
guy
thought that
you
was
like.
Castle
You were just hanging out with him. Castledar is Mike's character.
He's the master of books.
Okay, so Lord, who did you say you're riding?
Everybody.
Everybody.
It would make more sense if Electrum was riding everybody.
Mm-hmm. Electrum is riding
Feather Body.
Feather Body. Okay, and Codarum is writing
Fluff Buddy.
Nobody.
I'm writing this down too. I want to make sure I remember who my favorite one is.
I should have thought of this. I should have come up with better names.
Yeah, and now look what you did.
Whatever.
But the nobody is K-N-O-W.
Nobody is K-N-O-W.
Nobody.
Okay, so you get all the gear on your Griffin. I would like everyone to roll your animal handling.
Oh, I'm watching.
I'm doing my dice.
Oh! At least you don't have to get off the ground.
Shit.
Oh, fuck. I'm not any better.
I'm a 7.
I'm at 7.
Plus 2, that's 8.
I
got a 4.
I also got 4.
Okay.
Why did they let us do this?
We all crash in the middle.
Gordon,
We all
what was your roll?
crash in the middle.
What was Copper's roll?
7.
7?
He beat the rest of us with a 7.
14.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
So, String's doing a real good job. He's following instructions. He was watching closely. Probably has expertise or something.
I feel
We
like
have
I
a
followed
three-body
instructions
problem.
really good because I'm intelligent.
I think Codarum follows instructions very closely. Everything is tied up very nice. He just forgot not to get too close to the beak.
Oh,
And the
no.
animal got a little bit jumpy, and Fluffy Body snaps at you. And you're going to take some damage.
The fuck's Fluff Body?
4 points of damage.
What?
You also rolled a 4. Electrum got a little too frisky with Feather Body, and you're going to take 4 points of damage as you both get snapped at. Your roll was
An 8.
an 8.
I feel like it might have to roll to hit.
I
I got a pretty good AC.
you can roll.
What's your Griffin's intelligence?
You could roll
4.
a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
Reduce it by half,
Reduce
maybe?
it by half if you.
I think it's one of
Why can I take the
No,
damage?
you take that.
the Griffins are smart.
I was gonna silver barb.
No, they're not.
Mike, you can roll a dexterity save, and you can reduce your 4 damage to a 2 if you make your save. What's that?
A 9 plus
They have
whatever.
a 2
Plus
intelligence.
11.
Okay, you make your save. Take half damage.
No.
I also thought the same thing. I think in older editions they were smart.
You're 8.
Yeah.
You don't get snapped at, but it rears up, and you have a hard time trying to keep it down. And Valerie comes over, is like, "Hey, easy now. Like, you need to be a little gentler with this animal. Like,
Fuck these dice.
here, put your hand on it like this and stroke it like this. This is how you calm it down."
Am I going to be safe up in the air?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, you're dead.
Fuck.
Are you scared of heights?
Now I am.
We haven't even lifted off the ground yet. You are up in the tower, like outside on where you're exposed to it. You can look down and see.
I'm looking down.
Are you going to be all right up there? I mean,
You got this. We'll help you. We're a team. Stick together.
Okay.
now's your chance to back out. I don't need to take people up there that aren't interested in flying. If you want to stay on the ground, you can stay on the ground.
It's fine. Things only go up from here. It's fine.
I'll go up.
Okay.
If you fall, stay near me.
If I fall, I don't know how much control I'll have.
Well, before you fall, stay near me. I can see.
I'll try.
Okay, and Valerie will go around to each of the stations, and she'll check on Balin. And Balin, he's got the saddle on upside down, and the stirrups are on backwards, and she's got to, everything has to be readjusted and put back the other way. He has no idea what's going on. Whereas Lemuskin, he seems to know, he followed along, and everything's tightened down, and he seems to be ready to roll. So it looks like you guys are ready. Again, I won't be able to help you much when I'm in the air, but I'm going to break in this griffin, and you're going to follow me. And if it looks like I'm going off to in a weird direction, then just stay with me. Okay?
All right.
Okay.
And any failure we have is Copper's fault. All right. Because he's guiding us.
I'm actually going to fly below you guys in case you fall off.
Everyone can make an handling check to lift off. Okay?
Okay, I'm gonna do this in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice.
And Copper, you can roll with advantage.
Thank you.
Bullshit.
Thank you.
Bullshit.
Because that was bad.
I don't know.
Bad.
He's not rolling on here, so who knows what the
not
fuck
rolling
he's rolling on. I'm not seeing anything coming out of his end.
No, I'm rolling real dice.
No, I'm rolling real dice.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
In person, he can't do that, but when you're at home, 20. Oh, another 20.
I rolled a 2 and a 17.
I rolled a 2 and a 17.
Plus 4 is 21.
Plus 4 is
It's a good thing you had lots of experience with these animals.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so all the rolls,
20.
we're good.
19.
19,
19.
19, 12. Ooh. Okay, so you all, the four of you, including Copper, take off, and you manage to follow Valerie, and you're all headed north over the forest, away from Castle Tymora. Lorth is picking up the rear, and he's struggling to keep that animal in the air, and the fear that you have it's like the animal is picking up on that and kind of shaky and not so sure, even though this is a seasoned animal and knows the commands and knows how to fly and can follow the rest of the team. That little bit of fear that you have, the animal's sensitive to that, is picking up on that.
I'm gonna circle back.
You continue to fly.
And I gotta
Say
follow
again?
on to try and help
And I
him.
gotta follow on to
show
try
him
and
some
help
ropes.
him and show him some ropes.
You're gonna hang back with Lorth.
Yeah, just to try and calm the animal and show him some of the reassure him.
Reassure him.
Okay.
Just help.
Do I re-roll
I'm
my
helping
head?
him.
No, I'm not going to let you re-roll, but maybe in the future, if you're teaming it with him, I'll allow you to give him your advantage before you roll.
Okay.
So if you choose, I'll
There's
let
no
you
damn way
give
that's
him
happening.
your
No
advantage.
damn way that's happening.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll help as long as it doesn't hurt me.
Okay, so you're traveling quite high over the forest as you head north towards an area that is logged on your lands, but it is not right by the castle because they don't really want to log all the nice trees right by the castle. They want to log from a ways up the high road, still on Castle Tymora lands, but just further away from the castle.
Do we recognize the
So
forest
you're-
that we
recognize
went
the
to?
forest that we went to.
Yep. This is you can see the little path. You know, you can see the forest. This is where you had your one-shot adventure. You know, and you see it down below, and you keep flying over. It's a little bit further north than that.
So is this selective logging, I assume?
And your griffins are outfitted with some ropes, and so you get to a portion of the where they're doing some logging on the ground, and there's some teams down there, and they're cutting and felling trees, and there's some that are already felled and limbed and ready to be taken away. And so you can lower your ropes down, and you'd all like to make an animal handling check for this portion. Not for every single roll, but this portion where you're hovering and
man.
lowering the ropes. And is there anything else that you guys would like to add
I'm staying near String. Hey, String. Hey, buddy.
that
How you
can
doing?
maybe affect your roll before you roll? How do you help yourself do a better job or help each other?
While we're flying and sort of like getting in the groove of it, String is just like up, down, left,
Right.
left, right, up,
You're
down,
practicing all
Start
that.
select.
all over the place. I'm doing it in different voices. I'm doing it in Valerie's voice. I'm going crazy with this. The flightless bird flying.
He's like,
Absolutely. All over the place. I'm like I'm thinking to myself, do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to get kicked off of this thing. It'll be fine. Just play it cool.
These are all the voices going on in your head?
Is there like straps to tie you to the saddle?
No.
What?
No?
No.
Not even for guys on their first go? No training wheels?
No.
Oh, shit.
I mean, if you'd like to, you could tie yourself on.
I'm not doing anything in my role.
Yeah, I think I'm going to...
Yeah, for the thing that you want to do is tie yourself on.
No, I just, like, I don't know, it just seems like not being secured to this thing seems kind of stupid. Anyways,
Okay.
no, I'm going to kind of think about that as
You've got rope. You could use some of that
I'm thinking
rope.
about making a contraption that secures you to the saddle maybe later.
Okay. Well, none of the Griffin
Master of
Riders,
contraptions
none of these Griffin Riders have ever had to tie themselves to the saddle.
until they're falling off.
Okay.
Copper will just
It's fine,
yell.
don't worry
Use
about
your
it.
thigh muscles.
Use your thigh muscles.
Yeah, I'm sucked to that thing.
Such a dream to fly these things, eh, String?
This is the best thing ever.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. Anything you were going to add to your animal handling skills that you can think of that Kodera might?
I'm just spending my whole time just soothing the bird, speaking to the bird, quieting the bird.
Stroking the bird.
By the way, I got a 5.
You've already.
Oh, you
your
rolled
hover-
already?
I've already rolled.
Okay. Okay.
I did mention if you stay near me, I can help you if you fall.
But you left.
I didn't leave. I'm not going fast. I'm just.
We need a order.
Electrum's gonna
Oh no,
Kinda-
it was the copper who left me.
stay close to Kodaram, and she's gonna bring her bird like beside him and make sure she mimics all his movements.
Kodaram is just going straight, doing what he was told. Don't bother the bird. Just straight line.
And you're following Valerie.
Following Valerie
who's
is.
on a wild griffin, or like not trained yet. And she's got her cape and it's fluttering behind her, and every once in a while you can see her ass, and she's like making sure that you see it because it's right in front of you.
Kodaram is so focused on his job that he doesn't even recognize it. Right now, she's his boss, nothing more.
But she's flirting with you a little bit.
I think Ray's full of shit.
Kodaram's been trained since a child.
Kodaram's just got his first taste of it.
Insight check.
You know that to Kodaram, honor and serving his castle is everything to him.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So everyone can make their hover roll. Lorth's already made his. Copper, you can make yours at advantage.
We keep rolling the same thing.
Okay, what did y'all get?
I got 8, he got 9.
Copper got a 9.
Okay.
Copper got a 9.
Copper got 9 with advantage.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh.
I think that means he loses his advantage in all future rolls.
Okay, you can see that you've got the ropes hanging down, and it seems to be a lot more challenging than you had expected to line it up. You know, it's 50 feet below you, and you're trying to line up this rope because you want to keep the griffins, above the treetops, but lower the rope down in between because it's selective logging. So there's no real space for you to be down within the trees and still have real power out of the animal to get good lift. And so you're trying to stay above the treetops and lower the ropes. And Copper and Kodaram and Electrum, they keep missing the mark with the ropes, and it's not quite going where they need it. And the people on the ground are like, why? Oh, what's going on? Who do they got up there today? Because obviously this is not the same team as yesterday. Like, the rope is too far away. I can't even reach it to the log. And it's real problems over there. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Where's your red dice?
So, yeah, I should be using that.
Use the nat 20 dice.
12.
Okay. Your animal, as you're leaning over to push the rope to try and get it a little further, you seem to slide a little too far, and then you grab onto, but the part you grab onto isn't the part of the saddle, it's actually part of the feathers, and you pull out a few feathers, and he's going, and he screams and starts to take off, and now you're shooting off in a direction with a rope dangling, and you're on the side of it, and String, you're doing all right, and you see this happen. You see that his animal is squawking and taking off.
And I'm doing a barrel roll now.
You are doing a barrel roll.
Damn it!
Can I cast message to Lorth and just be like, say descend, say descend?
Decent.
You hear it in your mind, it's clear.
Descend.
Okay. Your animal will descend to the ground. Whether you commanded it or not, it was probably headed there anyway. And it's not a nice descent. It's more of a you're hitting branches, and you're having a hard time just to try and get to the ground because it's a dense area right here. It's not an open field. But he's going down, but it's a little more controlled than like a crash. It's a controlled, but you're still getting hit in the face with branches and stuff like that. The two of you don't need to make rolls, but you can't seem to. You're not getting the ropes lined up, and the people on the ground are like, we can't work with this. It's just not going to happen. Meanwhile, String, he's got his rope, lowers it straight down. He's tied up to one end of the log.
I'm like hanging half off the side, be like, yep, down.
Can Electrum cast Mage Hand and kind of guide the string?
How far does the mage hand?
30 feet.
30 feet? That might help. Yeah, that might help. You can do that.
Yeah, all you need is find familiar to do
all you need is find familiar to do that too.
Find familiar.
Okay, well, how do you tell us how that looks?
A bird operates in front of me, and I tell it to go grab the string.
I tell it to go grab the string, and
you got the material components and the 10-minute casting time.
Yep.
It's instantaneous.
That's right.
To call it back, it is.
If you call it back.
Yeah.
What, does he have a bird? Already?
I don't know.
I've never heard him talk about a bird before.
Me neither, but
the first time he cast it, yeah.
Okay.
No, okay. I'll let Gord have a familiar that he calls back into existence and can come fly down and assist.
I'll take one too.
Do you have a familiar spell?
No, but I mean, if we're just throwing them out there,
and the familiar does.
I'm a
tiny
I
griffin.
can cast it.
Like my old griffin Tildy, who passed away.
Yeah, it can. For flavor, it can look like that. You can have the stats of a raven, though.
Yep.
I will let you guys roll a d6 and add it to your current roll.
Even me?
You don't have a familiar.
Oh, yeah.
You're descending.
So mine went to 14.
Summon my homunculus servant.
mine went to 10.
Okay.
I don't have that memorized though.
Okay, so copper and Electrum, you are successful in getting your ropes onto the logs. I'll say that Copper, your log is tied to String's log, so it's 2 griffins per log. So you got one end of the log, and Copper's got the other end of the log.
Oh man.
Okay. Codarum, you and Electrum are on the same log.
Hey Cody, I got your log.
Help me with the mage hand on this side over here. That was a good move. Do that over here.
Okay, North, you've descended, and let's just see what Balin and Lemuskin are doing. Okay, so here's Balin.
I'm gonna lift your wood.
Lemuskin. They are both at a 10. So they are on their own log, Lamuskin and Balin. Their team together.
Who's string with?
Copper.
Strings with Copper.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and you've descended. So Valerie is going to say, Copper, get these guys headed back towards Castle Tymora. I'm going to go and descend and gather Lorth. He doesn't seem to be managing very well. I'll make sure Lorth gets back to the castle. So take these logs back to the castle and we'll meet up there.
Will do.
Okay, Copper, you can handle that?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I'll twirl my hand in the air.
She will
Twirl my hand in the air and
signal everyone to head back.
signal everyone to head back.
Okay, she will descend to try and find Lorth. Copper, can you make a survival check?
Sure.
Because now you are leading.
We could really use Rosilda right now.
That's a 5.
That's a 5.
Oh, fucking.
Okay, so
We go to the geyser.
We go to the geyser.
Yes, you fall into the geyser. All of the
We're
griffins.
gonna go by the geyser, and a horse is gonna come shooting out of the fucking thing and knock one out of the air.
Oh man.
okay,
Someone else is gonna get beamed by a big bag of gold.
I'll take that. I'm willing to do that for $1,000.
okay. I'd say the weather today isn't so bad that you can't see the castle. Like from your view, you might not be able to see the ocean or the geyser because there's usually a fog that comes in off of the water. But you can see the castle from here. But Copper seems to be a little bit more concerned about, where the log is swinging and it's hanging below. And you have to now travel at a much higher altitude because the log, which is now hanging 50 feet below you, has to still clear the trees. So you're probably now traveling at twice the height that you were traveling before. So you're more like 100 or 150 feet in the air than you were when you flew here. So like you really, really don't want to fall now.
Hey Cody, make sure you keep the logs straight.
I'm still trying to lift my side, aren't I? I don't know what's
You're
happening.
getting your log up really good there, boy.
Okay.
Come on, pull on that wood.
It's so worth it.
So worth it.
Valerie will descend and find you on the ground, trying to get your griffin under control.
You want your feathers? Here. And they just shove them to the griffin.
It doesn't look like you're cut out for this. I don't approve. This is not something that you're cut out for, and I'm going to take this griffin from you. You can get a ride back, with the rest of the logging camp.
Where are they?
Well, they're about 50 meters in that direction over there.
Okay.
Okay, and so she'll take the griffin from you, and that griffin is then going to be. She's going to comfort it, and she's going to talk to it. She's going to.
Lorth can't hurt you anymore.
Yeah, don't worry. I won't let that bad dragon touch you anymore. And she will ascend with that griffin and the new one, with them kind of tethered together. I mean, the seasoned one will follow her on the young one because it's no problem. I mean, that one just can be commanded by voice commands. So they will follow her. But you have to now travel back with the rest of the loggers that work for Castle Tymora, but here, and you can maybe take a horse back to the castle. Okay?
Okay.
Lamuskin and Balin, Let's make a roll for them, see how they do. Okay, that's good on their part. One end, Boozebeard's end is kind of hanging low, and it's just hitting the tops of the trees. But he's still managing to keep it in the air. And Lemuskin seems to know what he's doing, and he's in the front, and he's carrying the heavier end of the log up towards the sky, and they're traveling at a good pace.
It looks like he's got whiskey wood.
Crickets. Okay. So everyone is following Copper. You're all following Copper, no problems.
Sure.
Okay, everyone make their survival roll. This is survival.
Oh, I'm good at this.
Survival.
I like this. I get to add a D4 to survival.
10.
15.
4.
Okay.
Oof!
Up, down, left, right.
So you're following Copper, and you think Copper's going in the right direction. Codarum, you know that Copper's going in the wrong direction.
Fuck, Copper, you're going the wrong way. Go this way over here.
Okay, and you can see that there are some air currents, the way the clouds are wisping down and towards you, that you're going to need to turn into that current. And Copper doesn't see it coming, but you see it coming. What was your roll?
10.
Okay, you're with Codarum.
Yeah.
You believe what he's saying is the right way to do it.
Yep.
But you're definitely on Team Copper, and you want to go this direction.
Copper, we got this.
No, over this way.
I don't think Codarum
Follow
knows what
me,
he's talking
boys.
about.
I think Codarum knows what he's talking about.
I always guide you right.
Left, up, left, up.
Down, right.
Make it so.
Yay.
Up, right, up, left, down, right. Start select.
Okay, and Lemuskin and Balin are Team Copper. They're going to go towards the way that Copper and String are going.
Let's go this way. Those guys are all going to die. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't want to lose you.
Isn't that the direction of the geyser?
Yeah, they're guiding towards the geyser.
Okay, so now this wind current hits, and you guys, like I said, are up higher, and so you've got all this weight swinging below you, and now that wind is also hitting the log and swinging the log, and it's going to pull you. And so because you guys have turned into the current, and Team Codarum, Team Electrum, they're on the same log, and they're going into the current. You guys can make your rolls with advantage.
Yes.
This is animal handling, and Team Copper and String and Balin and Lemuskin. Why don't you roll for?
I rolled exactly the
Lemuskin
same
and
as you
Balin.
again.
Okay. That's 2 rolls
Yeah, but I get
with
50.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
This is 4.
And I rolled a 1. Oh, I rolled
Okay, he got a 4.
I rolled a 1.
And Balin?
I don't know if you're down any. You could throw a Bardic my way here, I know. Give them back to you.
A 1.
I got a 17.
I got a 17.
Okay.
Mine's an 11.
Okay. And who are you traveling with?
Copper.
Copper. So, Copper. What was your roll?
17.
16?
17.
17. Okay, so the wind catches you, but you're able to compensate, and you tell your griffins, oh yeah, I can feel the wind, and now we turn into it, and you have a successful roll. So Team Copper and String are able to turn their log at the just right time, and they manage to do it. Even with disadvantage set against them, they manage to do it. However, Lemuskin and Balin, not so good, and Balin's end is dropping even lower, and he's starting to hit not just the tops of the trees now, he's like hitting every tree, and things are not going well. And his griffin is like sagging under every hit, and it's really impacting the griffin. It starts to squawk out. Balin's not having fun, and actually, he probably loves it. He's probably like, woohoo! Like it's a bucking bronco.
He's got some whiskey with him there. He's
Yes.
just
Yeah, a
like,
little flask.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a little flask.
He's got a little boot flask, and the boot flask is probably as big as his boots.
Whiskey.
Oh, you need some whiskey?
Yeah.
Okay.
oh god.
It's getting into character.
Yeah.
Fireball.
Okay. So you managed to overcome the wind, and you're getting closer to the castle now. It's time for you to. You can see just outside of the north wall, where there is a station where they chop the wood, and then it goes down the chute into the basement of the castle. And so there's a station just out the north wall where they chop it all up from the logs, and then it goes down the chute. And so you can clearly see, like, this is the area where you need to drop the log. And now it's time for you to drop this log right on the spot, or possibly crush people below you. So, like,
So this is investigation?
Okay, String, this is where we pinch it off.
Okay, String, this is where we pinch it off.
This is deception?
I'm just like,
I'll take
curious.
deception
This
too.
is
I mean,
performance. This is a performance.
I don't know, I think it's a
persuasion would be
religion.
You
okay.
can't
Alright,
perform.
I kind of like performance.
Arcana.
I don't see how it's an Arcana roll.
Constitution.
Sleight of
It
hand.
could be sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
It could be sleight of hand.
Probably animal handling.
Probably,
How
Anna.
about history? How about
Yeah.
Hey,
history?
you guys
Sounds
wanted
good.
to be good at Griffins. You should have put more points in animal handling.
I didn't know.
Could I put a little acrobatics in this because I've been having such a great time? I'm like standing on the
It
saddle,
could also
like,
be
looking
athletics.
over
I
to be
mean,
able to-
sometimes it takes a lot of effort.
Okay. Okay.
To drop a log.
Okay. If you can convince me, I'll let you add a D6 to your animal handling roll. So, how do you do a little athletics? What does it look like?
I
Little,
I know well each of the loggers and their families, and so I put 110% into making sure they stay safe.
so that's your history of knowing the people.
Sure,
Do you have proficiency with history?
I do.
Okay, you can get a D6.
Okay.
Anyone else?
I'm proficient.
Oh, fuck.
I'm proficient with performance with wood.
Electrum knows how to get wood in the hole.
That is a stretch.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, God. Now you got to give it to her.
That might be an episode name. That is a stretch.
What were you hoping for with Electrum?
And we still have advantage, right? The two of us?
What? No, that was for your survival.
But we're above the wind and stuff. We still have advantage?
No. If you have athletics, you were saying you want to use your dexterity. What do you want to do?
Okay, I have a question. Has this been going on for a while? Have I seen this? Have I witnessed this?
You haven't seen it happen before.
Not from this perspective,
Mhm.
but like them coming in and them dropping the log and everything. Would I be able to recall this as a Kenku to be able to?
Can you go back in your mind,
Mimic.
Alice, and see that you've seen this before?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
You're the mimic.
So I can Kenku recall this.
Is that's a skill or a trait that you can just do? a
Trade,
thing?
yeah.
Twice per long rest to give myself advantage.
I'll let you have it. Advantage.
Oh,
With your
Decent
animal
idea.
handling roll.
can I also have your advantage?
Do you have that ability?
Can I be a Kenku?
No.
Is it too late to change my race?
Performance is kind of like dancing and so forth. I'll make the griffin dance into the race.
La, 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 la. You're like
You
the
make
you're like the
Griffin
log
dance?
driver's waltz. You know the old CBC video.
That-
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
no, that doesn't work.
He goes swirling round and down white water.
Yeah. I like it. And no, you don't get any extra. Copper, you got any extra?
I'm just going to use my standard
Griffin
Griffin experience.
experience.
Your
Which
Griffin
is
experience
advantage.
advantage?
And double proficiency.
But didn't you say I've ridden a Griffin almost as much as him? So how come he gets advantage?
What are
I
you
get
talking
nothing.
about? Yeah, but you suck.
Almost as much as him?
That's what you said.
I say you both have experience.
Yeah.
I went to the Olympics.
You made that up. I went to the double Olympics.
Special Olympics?
Yes. Yeah, my Olympics are special. That's why I got 3 on my
Special.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Said it out loud.
You both.
He said that on the internet.
Oh, man.
It was more to.
We know what
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah. It was more to poke at Ray because we're friends and this is how we love each other.
taking that back at me.
Good recovery.
Okay, so I did say that you have had experience with this before. I'll give you advantage on your roll.
Oh yes. Oh, it's another fucking 3. I got 9 total.
9 total.
Can I
With the D6.
Can I compensate because I'm on the other end of the string?
Oh,
What is that?
plus 8.
7 plus what is it? Survival we're doing? What are we doing?
Animal handling.
Animal handling.
Animal handling. Yeah,
We-
that's a 8.
We crush several loggers.
Workers at the bottom.
Okay, so
we
you can see
take out the
you can
roof.
see there's this formation where there's these X of 2 logs up like this, and then 2
Right.
other logs up like this, and your log has to come down and land right on these, and it misses the logs, and it lands right on the feet of these 2 other guys,
Oh.
and it breaks their legs.
Oh!
They are,
And you're proficient in the history of these people.
Yes, I know, like their wives and their children.
you know,
This guy just had a newborn.
But we don't take any damage, right?
Now he can't feed his family.
and you're lucky that it was on the uphill side, and it didn't roll down and hit more people, and it just kind of rolled back into the X formation. So only 2 of them are going to be out of work now. At least until their legs heal up, or they can get some healing.
They have magic healers around here.
Well,
Yeah, I'm a magic healer. I want to jump off the fucking griffin and
you're going to
heal them.
descend right now?
Descend now,
Hey,
descend.
Get down there. There's 2 people down there. You know them. They are they're close friends of yours.
Close friends of mine.
Well, did you say you know them?
I don't
Yes.
even know their maiden names.
I have more names.
You held the newborn just the other day.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
2 days ago, he
Three
just
days
had a
ago,
kid.
You probably delivered the kid.
Oh God!
This
I
is,
blessed the children.
This is Conrad and Louisa.
Oh my God! Well, I'm gonna use cure wounds on each of them, so that's 2 first level
She
spells.
just miscarried because of this.
Oh, you bastard! She's like 8.5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay, so Louisa gets 11 hit points, and Conrad gets 9 hit points.
Wow. That's the best healing you'll probably
Yeah, you
ever
don't do
give
us that
anybody.
They, it is enough to superficially heal them.
Straightens their leg, and
But they've got shell shock now.
They do still have some damage they're going to have to recover from, but at least they're able to, stop the trauma and
Yes.
staunch the bleeding and
Straighten the legs out.
yeah,
Yeah.
get the legs set.
there won't be any permanent damage, hopefully.
Yeah, what if happens if you heal someone and their legs like completely fucked up and reset it?
It magically fixes it.
So
It goes from this angle to this angle.
at least the trauma has been repaired, and you can assist them into the castle and maybe find a bed for them so that they can rest.
Yes, I'll do what it takes to help them.
Okay, and the griffin.
Hold the griffin. Take care of the griffin for me. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, you
I'll
go
take the
with
2 of them in.
Okay, and you can tether this griffin to your griffin and give it voice commands.
Okay. Follow.
What's a week's wages for a Lumberjack.
10 gold.
Okay, I give 20 gold out. I 10 to each of them.
Okay. You pay them a week's wages so they can take a week off and heal.
Yes.
Okay, they appreciate that. And you are able to get them into the chapel. Has like a little infirmary off to the side of the chapel, and you can get them into some cots there where they can rest.
So I make the same amount of money as they do?
Yeah.
Right now you do.
We make minimum wage.
We make minimum wage. Wow. All right.
Welcome to hell.
Okay, so you can take the 2 griffins back to the nest at the northwest tower, which is like right up there, there. Your roll was successful, right?
Yeah, after seeing that, I realized that I got to focus up, and I start playing it seriously, and I look towards Copper, and I'm like, okay, we can't mess this up. We can't mess this up.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Okay, and Copper, you got... What was your roll, Copper?
23.
23.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. I thought you were being quiet because you got something really...
Yeah, I got a 1. You crush everyone else.
Okay, so Copper seems to know what he's doing. You, String, seem to know what you're doing, almost as if you were like on autopilot. It just, you load that thing back in, like jerk, beep, beep, blows it right down. You hit the mark right on, and this is a different set of log docking. And it drops right in the right spot, and it's right then where Valerie is coming back to see. Oh, very good job, very good job. That is, I didn't quite see what happened with the first log, but very excellent job, String. Copper, you're my man. You, I could trust you with this.
Oh, Kodarim and Electrum, they did pretty good. They're already finished.
Pretty good. They're already finished.
Yeah, they did about as well.
They crushed it, I'm sure.
Inspiration.
Blood splatter.
Yeah, there's...
No, Valerie didn't see that part, but just meet me back up on the tower, and we'll go on from here. Okay, so I'll see you back up on the tower. And she flies up to the tower with the second mount, and you fly up with your second mount. And it seems like now she's taking notice of where's Kodarim.
Oh, he had to help the people he killed.
Well, there's a bit of an injury at the bottom.
Jackass.
He's just healing them up.
He's just healing them up.
She didn't see that though.
Killed?
Well, I'm just kidding. No, he did hurt some people though. I mean, the kid doesn't know how to handle his wood yet. So.
Can I insight the interaction between Valerie and
Electrum?
Yeah, you're there. Yeah.
Oh, natural 20!
Oh, natural 20!
I don't see that on the screen.
Yeah. What are you trying to understand here?
I want to understand if there's any kind of competitiveness for
Kodarim between the two.
It's just a game to Electrum. She doesn't really have any serious intent.
She
just
wants to fuck with them.
She's just gaslighting Valerie?
Yeah. And Kodarim. Yeah. She likes to flirt and likes to be the center of attention, but she never actually follows through ever with anybody.
Ever?
Ever. It's the rumor that she's a slut, but she's not actually.
Wow.
But she likes the attention.
She likes the attention.
Wow. It's big revelations for
Character development.
wow.
Whoa.
The only action you've gone is with your brother.
Yeah, of course your brother knows that really well.
He knows the truth because he was there.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So you meet back up on the northwest tower. you need to take a break. You need to let the griffins rest. If we push on any further, then we're just going to have to descend wherever they feel fit. But if we let them rest here, for a little bit, an hour or so, then we can fly again, and we can go do another pickup. And this time we're going to go and get some special rocks that they need for. They're making these irrigation, and they need this rock to in some of the chemical components where they are crafting these irrigation lines for the gardens.
Pyposium?
Asbestos.
No, pyposium.
Yeah, unobtainium. So they found that the most efficient way is to bring in a large rock that we scoop up in nets, and we bring here, and then they can mine it here on location into smaller pieces rather than have to cart all of the materials in smaller forms.
How many griffins does it take to lift one rock? All of us? Or...
Well, it takes a lot for one cart.
Yeah.
It was 2 griffins per log.
Yeah.
Right? This is probably going to require 4 griffins per rock.
Oh, okay.
And you each take a corner of the netting. It's more like a chain netting that holds this rock, not like a rope netting.
Okay.
So the weight of the chain as well as the
weight of the chain and the weight of the rock. But there's 4 griffins lifting it. And so you'll have to team up in groups of 4, and we carry the chain net out to the location, scoop it up, and bring it back.
Oh, okay.
Because that saves them from having to take the chain out there.
So many more.
Where's Perry?
So many more.
I'll tell Cody to be a little more careful. This time he might kill someone.
Yeah, how many cure wounds
Yeah,
do you
how
have
many
there, Code?
cure wounds do you have there, Code?
Cody, next time your rocks drop, you could be really damaging someone.
Okay. So an hour later, when the griffins have rested, Lorth shows up. He came back with the loggers on a trip on some of their horses, but it's been an hour. If you want, you can go up to the tower again and see if you can get a second shot at this, or you could just retire to your room, or you could check in on Perry.
Lorth wants to prove that he's not afraid of heights. He's going to go up to the griffin.
Okay, he's going to try it and see if he can get a second shot. Okay. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fly the griffins around to the east side of the castle. We're going to pick up the chain nets, and then we're going to fly them out. It's actually a lot further east where they have the quarry. And we're going to pick up there's 2 large rocks, and we'll bring them back. Okay, it's a little similar to what we just did, so it shouldn't be too hard. And someone's going to have to keep an eye on Lorth, because if he wants a second shot at this, I'm not going to babysit him. Who's going to babysit Lorth?
Copper's got him.
Copper,
Yeah, he'll be with me.
He'll be with me.
Yeah.
Copper said he'd give Lorth's advantage, so...
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
It means you're going to use all of your skills and abilities, all of your previous talents to support Lorth in this endeavor. And you're going to really encourage him that he can do twice as well, potentially. That he has double the opportunity to be able to redeem himself. And you're taking that responsibility on your shoulders.
Good job, Copper.
You can make it so I can have a 10.
I think maybe you should go with him then. Those are
You're
pretty
willing
good
to
words. You're
sacrifice.
very
You're
inspiring.
willing to
You're very
sacrifice your
inspiring.
reputation to give Lorth this opportunity. That's what it really means.
And
super inspiring strength.
Super inspiring strength.
And I think that drunk dwarf is going to have to join you too.
Because I think he was trying to be inspired.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little inspiration too over here.
I was waiting for a
There is
D6.
an hour of time here where you could, do a short rest or something right now.
Well, he didn't use any yet, so he doesn't need to show it.
I could absolutely give you 10 minutes of inspiration.
Yeah,
now on this hour.
Well, not right now, but
that's
why
what
don't you be on our team and then you give us a little inspiration when we're left
maybe you
in
can inspire Laura.
stuff.
You can inspire Lord.
Okay, well, all right. I had my fun flying. Yes, we will get the job done. We'll make sure we're all in this together.
All right.
We got this.
We're all in this together except Lorth and Balin and Copper are together. And the rest of us
Okay,
are
so
a team.
I need teams of 4.
Yeah, okay, so Lorth and Balin and Copper and the other guy. Who was the fourth guy?
Lorth,
Raucus?
Balin,
No.
Lamuskin.
Lamuskin, yeah. So Copper and Lorth and Balin and Lamuskin are together.
What the fuck?
Molluska hot sausage?
What?
It just goes by Lamuskin. Copper, Balin, Lamuskin, and Lorth are a team. Is that what you're saying?
Well, we wanted string on.
we wanted string on
team.
Loris' team.
No, String wants to be on Code's team.
Nope.
Coderum, String.
Nope.
No.
Coderum and String.
Okay, so
Electrum.
does String want to go with Copper? And we'll take not Balin, the other one.
Lamuskin?
Lamuskin.
You want Lamuskin or Balin? I want to know what the teams are before we go.
Well, Balin's hanging out with Copper.
Well, you get Valerie.
Valerie's not helping though, right?
Valerie's going.
But she's helping?
She's helping, but she's on a fresh mount. She's on a young mount that is just learning the ropes. She's not on a seasoned mount.
Right. She's damn good at it though.
Am I
But she is really good rider, but she has she's at a disadvantage riding a new mount and trying to break them in.
You got
So I mean, you could have her on your team.
You got this.
I think
If
Cody
you want.
wants him.
I think Cody wants her.
Yeah, I'm sure Cody does.
Okay, so Coderum, you're on Valerie's team with String and Electrum.
Sure.
Okay. And
I feel defeated.
Lorth, Copper, Lamuskin, and Balin are on the B team.
The B team.
Oh man, I think we'll be dropping rocks.
I mean, I just wrote down it's A and B. I mean, it's not the same.
No
That's
judgment.
not foreshadowing at all. No.
Is this the same griffin that I pulled the feathers out of?
No, do that one
Hates me now.
Yeah, not only that, but
Not only that.
has a little bit of a traumatic experience.
Oh, wow.
In that 1 hour downtime, Valerie can get a different griffin because there is a couple other griffins there that they're not using at the moment, but you can switch out for one of them. But there's not enough in reserve that you could just take off and fly away. You needed to rest. Anything else you guys wanted to do in your rest?
I'm definitely bonding with Fluffy Buddy while we're resting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
spending
I'm
my
gonna
time
feed nobody.
soothing Fluffy Buddy.
Brush it down.
The whole time I'm trying to hype myself up, but it sounds extremely depressing to anybody who's around me.
Laura, just feed it and brush it.
Just feed it and brush it.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation all over mine and make it the cleanest griffin there is.
Okay. String, you doing anything on your downtime? Spending time with your griffin, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend time just sort of like riding around, not doing anything strenuous or anything, and I'm gonna like go off into a corner and I'm gonna start singing. Can anybody find me somebody to love?
because your animal's name's somebody. Yeah. All right. I will let you all add a D6 to your takeoff and hook up to the chain netting. On your first roll, you get to add a D6.
Oh God.
Whoa.
That.
This one likes me.
Are you worse than me or worse?
No, I got 10.
I got 8.
I got a 25.
25 for me.
Okay.
25 for me.
25 for Team B. Not the B team, Team B. Okay, I'll roll for Balin and Valerie. Ooh, not good, guys. It's a 2 and a 7.
What?
You can guess who got the 2.
Balin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Balin, put that flask away.
Balin, put that flask away.
Okay, what are the rolls for Team A? For Code Aram and String?
15.
10.
Okay.
It's not a history check, right?
No, this is animal handling. Electrum?
8.
8. And Valerie?
By the end of the day, we'll be proficient in this, right?
Valerie got an 8 as well.
At the end of the day, I'm
Okay.
going to realize this one was in autopilot mode. That's the only reason it went so well.
Jason, if
So,
you add up all ours and
here's
divide
what
by
happened.
Add
4,
up all ours and divided by
that's
4.
14 and a quarter.
That's 14 and a quarter.
Mm-hmm. So, here's what happens. Copper and Lorth are lifting one side of this heavy chain netting. And Lemuskin and Balin, they don't know how to motivate their mounts and get them in the air. And the one is squawking and snapping at the other. And maybe you should have separated them, but they're both on the same side of the square. You know, there's 4 corners to this kind of a.
Are you saying on our side, the 2 of us are higher, and then the chain on the other side's lower, and then the rocks?
There's no rock in it yet.
Oh, no rock in it yet. Okay.
There's no rock in it. You're just here by the castle lifting just the chain. But you can see, if there was a rock in it at this point, it would be rolling out the bottom right now. Right?
I'll yellow to Lorth. Descend.
Descend.
And I'll tell mine to descend.
You're going to say to Lorth?
Tell mine to descend.
Descend?
Descend.
Okay, descend makes
you
them
mean
go
down?
to the ground.
Well,
Down?
I want to switch out
Yeah,
positions.
I want to switch out positions.
So that
Okay, you went
They're-
down to the ground.
so their griffins are not side by side.
So their griffins are not side by side.
Okay, so you want to unattach the chain, and you want to take Lemuskin's spot so that Balin and Lemuskin can be further apart.
Yeah.
Okay, you can descend and do that. You go back to the ground. You do the switcheroo. You maybe give Balin to talking to and take his flask away.
Yep.
And Valerie she can see from the sky what's happening, sees you taking leadership and making some adjustments for the way that your team is performing. And Valerie's a little bit distracted right now, and so her end is kind of fallen. But the rest of the team is able to get this heavy chain netting up into the air.
Hey, Copper, I think you might have a shot with Valerie. Like, look at how long she's been staring at you.
Are you? You're in the air with Copper?
I'm in the same group.
Okay. Yep.
We're just
I think
friends.
you might have a shot.
We're just friends.
Okay. Okay. So can Lorth and Copper, Lemuskin and Balin do their ascent roll again? Because you went to the ground, now you got to take off again.
Do we get the D6 again, or is that gone?
No, that was for the first roll. Now you got to do it on your own.
It's dice.
21.
21.
9.
Okay. This time, Lemuskin and Balin, it was a real good choice for you to put them at opposite ends, because now they're doing really well. You know, they got a 15 and a 16, and this time Lorth is the one whose end is kind of drooping. And it's a good thing that there's no rock in there, because, you know, with this amount of drooping, that rock might just roll off of your corner. And it would be really obvious as to whose corner was dropping, you know. But It's luckily there was no rock in there this time, so it's fine.
I did that on purpose.
Okay, and so now everyone you have to get a good amount of height because you're carrying this heavy chain, and you don't want it to hit the trees or any of the things. But luckily, you're not traveling directly over the forest right now. You're kind of off to the east where there's less trees. But you still do have to maneuver out and around the odd tree that is there. And you're headed up towards pit, that quarry, that they have these rocks that have been selected for this particular. They're specific rocks that they need for this irrigation that they're doing. Okay. So the flight there, no problems. There's no extra weight with you, just the weight of that chain netting. And you get to the quarry, and it's fairly easy to lower the chain netting down. You do have to kind of spread out as you lower it down, so that when the net hits the ground, it splays open so that they can push this rock into the netting. But that's nothing that requires a check. I mean, that's pretty simple. Just send to the ground and no problem. No checks for that. No. This is something that might require a little more power out of the griffins, and so it's not that it's been an hour of travel, but it's probably a good idea that you rest them now before requiring this big lift. So maybe not a whole hour of rest is needed, but we'll rest them for 15-20 minutes. So everyone descends to the ground here at the quarry, and you can see that there are still some people here, and they have a big, like, it looks like an elephant, but it's like 3 times the size, and it doesn't have a trunk, but it has 6 legs, and it's just this mammoth of a beast, but still like this gray skin of an elephant, and it has like chains on it, like a big manacle and some big chains where the neck is like chained to the front leg, and then the front leg is chained to the middle leg, and the middle leg is chained to the back leg, almost as if like it's enough of a deterrent for the animal that has probably been raised with these chains that it keeps it in line because it's chained. Not that it's chained to anything, but just that it is chained, and that's enough for the animal to kind of just follow the commands that it's given and do the work. And it's pushing these big rocks around that have been kind of split off the hillside at this quarry. And this is a large boulder that kind of has shifted, and it's not perfectly round, but it's not a flat object either. It's like a mini mountain of itself that has been split off of this hill, that they're kind of using this animal to push it into, it kind of topples and it flips, and they manage to flip it enough times and topple it. It doesn't really roll, but to get it onto the chains, the netting that has been laid out for you. And, after 15-20 minutes and the animal has pushed these things into the different locations, you're ready to...
I'm not too optimistic about this.
No, I mean, we've never been trained on how to do this, so...
Well, I've just heard stories about this griffin not being able to carry anything.
Yeah, I heard they can't even carry a wood cart. It takes 40 of them.
During that 20 minutes?
Those are water deep.
Those are water deep griffins. You guys, we got this.
During that 20 minutes, I want to find a quarry master.
Hours now. There is no reason that this could possibly go wrong.
Lord is just like, Lord is just like, after hearing that, he's just going like deadpan. His like expression completely drops. He's just like hyperventilating now.
Lord,
It's
you got
actually
this. It's just a little
statistically
rock.
likely one of us would be dead by now.
Starts
Seeing
crying.
as we've never been trained on how to do any of this.
No, this is our training, you guys, and everything has gone well so far. Everything is fantastic. Like, there's no reason to believe that anything is going to.
What about the time when Lorth fell off the griffin?
But he made
Or
it
when you
here
crush those
completely
legs.
fine.
Or when you crush those legs.
You didn't do a barrel roll. Nobody's gotten their legs crushed.
He tried
so
to do a
far.
barrel roll. That was going to be good. All right. Well, okay. I guess we got this then.
Yeah,
DM,
we got
while
this.
we're
just
waiting,
just gonna need one of those bardic inspirations, and I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration
On TV?
on Lorth, Electrum, Calderum, and Copper. And that's all 4 of mine.
Oh God, should we spread them out for like the drop later?
No, absolutely not.
I think because I don't want to drop anything on people again.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, this is gonna go great.
Okay, so who got the Inspiro?
I did.
I did.
I did.
All your teammates, but not you.
D6.
Okay.
D6, yeah.
Okay.
You might as well roll now.
So now this is for takeoff. Oh,
It-
wait.
DM.
Go forward. Say something.
DM.
Just while we're waiting, I wanted to talk to the
While we're
master
waiting,
of
I
the
wanted to
quarry.
talk to the master of the
If
quarry.
they had any problems,
They
any
had any
monsters,
problems,
anything
any-
like that.
Monsters, anything like that.
Okay, the master of the quarry, the one that kind of is leading this giant beast around. Her name is Louise. No, not Louise. I used that one already. Her name is Fiona Eleanor. Okay, and she is the
Madonna?
beast master at the quarry.
Eleanor Rigby,
Fiona Eleanor.
cutting the rocks in the hill.
And I talk about the
And I talk about the
illegal logging and
illegal logging and the
worm, and if they've had
the
seen
worm,
any
and if
issues
they've
or
had seen any issues.
marauders
Marauders.
Oh, about
at the
because
quarry.
this is a lot
At the
further
quarry.
east. I think that is. I think that Triboard Trail goes off to the east. Does it go east or does it go north? I get them mixed up.
Both. It goes east and then north.
The Triboard Trail.
I think so.
So it's
The
the high
Triboard
road,
Trail's
and then
not
the
even
Triboard
close
Trail
to
Triboard
back here.
Trail's not even close to.
It's by Neverwinter.
It's by Neverwinter.
Yeah, but it travels that whole length,
Oh,
doesn't it?
Oh.
Okay, well, for right now, we'll call it the Triboard Trail. I don't have my map in front of me, but I know that the high road goes one way and the Triboard Trail goes the other way. And I thought that the Triboard Trail kind of ran north-south inland on the Sword Coast. But
Good more is Judy.
yes, you're a lot further east right now, and so they're not aware of this serpent. Because it wasn't a worm. We keep saying worm because I base the stats off of a worm, but it's a snake. It's a big snake. They aren't aware. They work in the mountains here. They are subcontracted to Castle Tymora, but they don't actually work in the castle. She will say, we haven't heard any news from the lowlands. Us up here, we're just trying to survive the winter, and it's good that the spring has come around. But everything takes so long to melt. But you are up. You have some elevation up here, and it's not like you're in the mountains like a peak, but you are up higher in elevation. And there is snow on the ground still.
okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure things are good.
Yeah, I just want to make sure things are good.
Yeah, just you got to be careful out on the roads. That's where the bandits like to be, the travelers and the bandits. But up here in the mountains, you should be fine.
Okay. Tally ho.
Okay.
Tally ho.
Tally ho. Okay, so everyone can make their rolls. with your inspiration if you want, and this is to take off with the rock.
Take off!
Oh, I'm glad I had that.
10 and something.
So 15.
13 with my +2.
24.
24.
24. Lorth got 13. Codarum got
21.
21. String got
17.
17. Electrum got
15.
15. Really good rolls, everyone. Let's roll for Lamuskin and Balin and Valerie. Okay. Lamuskin seems to be doing well. Balin, not so good. Valerie, also not so good. This new griffin that she is trying to train just doesn't have the strength some of your other griffins do. But luckily, because you guys switched the positions that you have... Oh, no, wait, that was Team B, right?
Yep.
So what is the positions of the four corners of Team A? We didn't go through that.
I'm behind Valerie.
You are...
Oh,
She's in front.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm behind her.
Okay. So Valerie,
I'm
Codarum,
directly across from him.
Yep.
directly across from...
So the two of us are in the back.
No, she's here.
She's
we're
in
here,
front,
and
and you and me are in the back.
One other person in the back.
Oh, you're a kitty corner to me.
Yes.
Okay. So we got Valerie at the front.
So that string is beside me then.
Electrum is at the front.
Wouldn't it be like Valerie in the north, Codarum in
There,
the south,
yeah.
and then we'd be east and west for the four corners?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought he meant he was.
Oh, I thought we were more like triangular.
Are you flying like a diamond or like a square?
I was picturing a square. So she's here, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't really matter.
It does matter if you're flying on the diamond and Valerie's here and you're there. That's different. Than
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
this.
I was picturing the square.
Okay.
I don't care.
On the square, the two girls are up front.
Okay. So string and string and
Codarum.
are in the back corners of the square.
May I ask, when you said that they didn't do well, did they do very poorly? Like
Ones? Natty ones?
I know that you are on a one hunt.
A 1.
Yes, and I will make sure that you're aware, because when people roll with advantage, that 1 still counts for you, or they have to actually get a 1.
I think
It
you
just
read the
says
wording.
It
And
just says when there's a 1 rolled.
if you would have given me inspiration earlier, you would have got one back already. But
Okay, we'll look it up later. For now, we'll say whenever there's a 1 rolled, regardless of whether it's on an advantage or disadvantage roll. Okay, so Valerie is not doing so good on this roll, and neither is Balin. And that's 1 from Team B and 1 from Team A. So one of the corners from each of the lifts is kind of sagging a bit. You can correct. The other 3 people can correct by just coming down a little bit.
Yeah.
That means you're going to lose height.
Yeah.
But the other 3 people can drop down just a little bit to kind of help correct with that. I think that's more of a
Can we
an
instead
awareness.
of dropping down?
Yeah.
So there's this net that's being held by 4 points.
Yeah.
And this one's dropping down. Couldn't the person in the lead kind of tuck in and kind of pull their
Get
end
closer.
up a little bit, get closer to the griffin that's dropping to take a little bit of their load?
If they go up higher, this piece is going to shift back.
Not go up higher, just get closer to them to take part of their load.
Okay,
the
yeah.
rock would come
Bring the
closer to
The
them.
tension,
distance.
Yeah.
The distance
So now it's
between the griffins.
more of a triangle than a four-pointed.
Right. Sure. So whoever is next to Valerie,
that would be me.
Okay, you want to make another roll?
Sure.
To compensate,
and it all goes south from here.
Yeah. Then why are you choosing to make another roll?
Or
why does Mike get to make another
Aaron
roll?
can make the second roll.
No,
he's behind.
He's better than me.
No, but
I'm beside.
He's side on the formation. So whether he's behind or to the left or the right, it's one or the other.
Actually, it should be String that does it. The counterbalance would be you.
String would have to go down on this side.
But if String got closer and we stayed the same,
Okay, I'm gonna let one person make the roll, whether it's you or you. Or
not
you.
me. I'm the worst at this.
Okay, Electrum, you're gonna make the roll.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get a little closer to.
Oh boy, here comes the mic. You're gonna get your Bardic back. Oh, nice.
19.
Okay, so you save it with your quick thinking.
Good move.
And you move in closer, which means your birds are now a lot closer together.
Hey, Valerie.
Just pay attention.
I think I'm helping you.
Okay, but don't distract me. I got this.
You gotta know how to cup those rocks properly, my dear.
My dear? What are you, 80?
I don't know.
She has a lot of life experience.
I've never played a woman before.
Okay, so now on Team B, North, Copper, Lemuskin, and Balin, and you guys are, what did you say your formation was? Your opposite corners.
Yeah. Opposite corners.
You got Balin in the back. You got Lemuskin in the front on the other opposite corner. Copper in the front next to Lemuskin. And Lorth is bringing up the rear. Lorth. Okay, good. So Lorth or Copper can choose to make that roll. Or you can let Lemuskin do it. I mean, I can roll behind the screen here if you'd rather me roll for Lemuskin. Then go for it.
Copper, do you want to help anybody?
Yeah. How do I help?
Well, one corner of this is drooping, and so one person can make the roll to compensate.
Okay, I will try to compensate.
Is that going to be you?
Yeah, I will try to compensate.
Okay. Don't overcompensate.
It's a fine line.
Ooh. It's a 12.
Is that a
12?
Oh.
You got a 12?
Good or bad?
Yeah. Okay. Did you roll a 1 on your any of those dice?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, so that helps compensate for the fact that Balin's dropping his end. So now you are able to, both teams, it's slow going. There's a lot of flapping going on to get these griffins up to proper height. It's not as high as the logs were, but it doesn't have to be as high because you're not going over a forest. It's mostly fields, and it's mostly the terrain kind of goes down. And so even as your flight doesn't have to be ascending, it can just be straight, and the ground is dropping away from you, right? So you can kind of glide, at least down this portion, down to where the fields are, and then through the fields and around the trees, but it's not forested. And in this case, if this rock was to hit a tree, the tree is going to be destroyed, not the rock, right? You're swinging a big amount of weight. This is the kind of weight that, should it hit a castle wall, might do some serious damage.
Damn it.
Well, it could kill a white dragon, I know of.
I'm used to swinging heavy.
I need everyone to roll survival for this travel back from survival.
I like survival.
Oh, not
Holy
bad.
shit. Oh my God.
Ooh, net 20.
2.
16.
2?
2. I've been rolling like you guys
got
lately.
Did you roll a natty 1?
No. I rolled a 2.
Is that a 1 plus 1 for 2?
No, it's a 2 plus 0 for 2.
It's a 2 plus 0 for 2.
Which is worse.
That's not good.
Okay.
I really want to go into that. Stupid geyser.
Yeah, you do.
Keep dumping shit in there.
Copper, you seem to be taking the lead for your team. You know, it is shaped like a square, but you kind of, the way that you're traveling, you're kind of taking the lead, and it's turning more of a diamond shape, and everyone's kind of following your lead as you lead them off into the mists that, you know, creep up from the coast onto the fields. So, you know, things start to get a little more foggy, and you're not quite sure where you're headed. You continue like a leader and guide the rest of your team
into the geyser.
Into the mist.
This way, guys.
I
know this area like the back of my head.
Like the back of my head, yeah, that's right.
Is this going to be a recurring theme? Like every animal you get a hold of gets into the geyser?
On the other hand,
I'm going to cast a message to Copper and be like, left. Copper, left.
No, I string it straight.
No, the opposite of where you were thinking.
Yes. The direction you're traveling now is back towards the west, and so left would actually be more south, which is towards the water, but anyway. You're trying to guide him back on course? Yeah. Balin rolled very poorly as well, but he's not leading the group. He's more taking Copper's lead, and so he will follow Copper into the mist, you know, and even though there's 4 different riders, you kind of can't go in different directions, right? You kind of have to follow the leader, you know, even if you rolled and you know where you should be going. If you go anywhere different than where the lead guy is going, then stuff is going to change as far as the position of this rock on this netting.
So the diamond shape is a better shape than our leader guides us.
So Copper is leading you, which seems to be, you're not quite sure, but you think that it's, or at least Lorth and who's this? Lemuskin.
Really relies on that leader.
Yeah, if the leader sucks, then.
And so Valerie's got a little turned around. She's having some trouble with her mount. And she is kind of trusting that Copper knows where he's going and doing a little less leading herself and kind of just following Copper.
What? Valerie, what?
I know.
Don't follow him. You're on our team.
You rolled a nat 20, right?
Yeah, for 22.
And so out of the corner of your eye, you see a twinkle, something metallic that is shining off of someone who's on the tower at Castle Tymora, and you see this little, like a sniper scope that kind of glints, and you're like, oh, that's the light is shining off of the top of that tower at Castle Tymora. I can see the way straight there.
Directly here, Valerie. Over this way.
So you have to convince her, because she thinks that Copper's right, and she's going to follow Copper. You have to do something to convince her that you know the right way, and if actually you can see with your eagle eye, you can see the right way through the mist.
Valerie,
pull her by the hair.
How do you?
I may not be that amazing riding these griffins, but I can tell you right now, I know my sense is better than Copper any day of the week. This is the way. I can promise you that.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Okay, make a persuasion roll.
Another nat 20, 24.
Wow. Okay. So
I can persuade Valerie to do whatever I want.
You connect with her, even though you're here to do your duty. You're able to use that little bit of charm.
Oh yes.
That you spread on so thick last night.
Is that what you call it?
That's what I spread around. The charm.
That you're able to, connect with her. That you care. That is like, it's not just that I think you're going the wrong way, or that I think that Copper's an idiot.
Yeah, I definitely convey that I think Copper's an idiot. Like, she really knows
that. I really don't want anything bad to happen to you, and she can hear that.
Or the Griffins.
Right, but she can hear that kind of genuine concern in your voice, and that wins her over, and she's able to say, "Look, Copper, we got to go this way. I know that this is the way." I'm going to have her try and roll to persuade Copper.
This Copper probably heard how much I disliked him during that, though, too.
Okay. No, I didn't hear that.
No, you didn't hear any of it, okay.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, fuck. Yay!
She accidentally urges you on.
Reroll. Come on, String.
Whatever, they're off in the distance.
Copper is on a different team. I think she shouts out to Copper, but her voice just doesn't carry, and it gets caught off by the wind. And Copper, you don't actually hear her try to beckon you back
as you careen directly into.
Yeah, that's fine.
The guys.
That's a different team. We don't care.
I'm like frantically. Trying
They're
to
losing as us winning.
Chain off my Griffin.
Taking the Griffins to the car wash.
When this
okay, so
erupts,
you get thing back?
Enema.
Renema.
How far away is Copper at this point in time and the crew?
He
more than 120.
Probably 50, 60 feet, but in the mist. You can't see him right now. You have to see him?
Just the direction.
Point a finger towards them.
Yep.
And cast message.
Okay. You message Copper.
I'm going to point over in the direction, and I'm going to message Copper. I'll be like, you remember how awkward it was when you had to fess up that you lost a horse?
Oh.
Don't lose 4 Griffins. Turn back.
Oh. I might take some psychic damage there. I'll turn around.
Okay.
If I can.
You can try. You can try to make your way out of the mist. How can you find your group? Like
I can create an object that shines 5 feet of light with an action.
Okay.
And so I will do that.
Okay, you see a light in the mist.
A directional light too.
Directional.
So that it's facing towards him.
Okay.
He's blinded now.
That's fine.
Blinded by light.
Copper, you see this blinking strobe like the tip of an airplane. It's blinking.
Yeah, I'll shoot a firebolt up into the air. So that they know
You're shooting fire?
What?
They know where I am.
Like a flare.
Like a flare.
You're gonna shoot it at the light.
So you shooting a flare to have them follow you, and he's shooting his light to have you follow them. You still haven't gotten the same page here.
Aren't animals also naturally afraid of fire?
Wow,
especially Griffins.
Yeah, they're on the train.
Valery's one isn't trained though.
I'll send my familiar towards the light to confirm that's the direction.
Okay. And do you see through his eyes?
Yes.
Only if you give up your own sight, though, right?
Yeah, I'll do it once it gets.
I'll do it once it gets to the light.
So you're going to. Do you give the familiar a command, or do you give up your sight to see through the familiar's eyes?
Oh, I'm deaf and blind.
Yeah. Yes, that's why I'm saying one or the other. You can either command the familiar before he leaves you, or you can.
Yeah, I'll command to go.
Go
find out what that light is, and then return to me and report.
Okay.
I'm going to create another object. which is a magic tinkering, takes an action with up to a 6-second long recorded message, and I'm going to hand it to the familiar, and it's going to say, head south-southwest.
Okay, right.
That's the direction of the castle.
Okay, so before the familiar can just get to you, he sends the familiar off in a direction towards the light. Now, make a survival roll for your familiar.
Oh, no.
Like, you're passing off the roll to the familiar, so let the familiar do the roll.
9.
9.
9.
He reached him. 9.
9. They were never seen again. 9.
Okay, so you can recall the familiar back to you. Like you just have it. You like drop the spell and it disappears, and then you can redo the spell right in front of you, and the familiar will be right in front of you.
Your griffin sees this bird come out of the fog and
just eats it. Just eats the familiar. That's probably fair. I got close to it.
I think I feel lost now in the fog.
I feel lost now in the fog.
Right. So you maybe tried to reach out to give it a message, and poof, it got eaten, and then it disappears, and he can still resummon it, but it's over there.
At this point, would I just go towards the light?
Would I just go towards the light?
Because I feel pretty lost.
You can try.
I feel pretty lost.
Okay, so now you make another survival roll.
Nope, we're heading straight.
Nope.
This is the way.
This is the way.
4.
This is enough failures that you are headed towards deeper into the mist, and you still. The rest of your team is going with you.
Yeah, this is the way, guys. I don't know what that
Give
is.
him a message. Tell him to head south-southwest.
I feel like I don't know where he is.
Yeah, now I don't
And
think
probably more than 100 points.
And we don't know where he is. I don't know where he
Just
is.
screaming.
you can make another message, but it's a disadvantage
here
to find him.
I'm gonna tell our whole group.
The giant boulder's gonna plug up the geyser.
I'm gonna tell our whole group to descend.
building pressure.
No, because start cause some geo issues.
I like this. I like where this is going. Let's
I'm
see.
gonna cast my familiar again.
I'm gonna cast my familiar again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Now,
tell it
if
to
it
go
dies-
straight
I'm
down
gonna tell it to go straight
to
down.
see what's below
Okay,
us.
if you're
To see
familiar,
what's below us.
okay, hang on. If your familiar dies, I think you have to go through the ritual of the casting with the components in order to bring it back.
You do.
If you were to have dismissed it, then you can just summon it back instantly. But I think that if it dies, you don't have it for basically the rest of the day. So you go to cast it again, and it doesn't come back to you. It's obviously, it must have died. You know that this is the only reason why you couldn't summon it back to you, is if it died. And you don't know that it got destroyed by a griffin. It could have been any other thing.
Is that how that works?
So you know
I
for
don't
sure
see
it's
that.
not
I
that
don't
person.
I don't see that.
You can look it up, but I've played Wizard, and so has Will, so we both know.
It's the truth.
Once per day.
You can
Once
cast
per
the
day.
spell for 10. It takes 10 minutes or whatever to
Yeah.
cast it again.
Yeah, you could do it again, but it'd take 10 minutes.
Call
And
It actually says cast
And
it
then,
down.
yeah.
You would need
Cast
a
in time for
brazier.
an hour.
Brass brazier. Brazier? Brazier.
It's 10
Brazier, not brazier. It's just
Okay.
brazier. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a chance and just tell everyone
Take a
to go
chance
down.
and just tell everyone to go down.
Down?
Get out of the fog.
Get out of the fog.
Okay.
Just so that
We're just heading back. We know where we're going.
Yeah. So that we're splitting the party now.
I'm going to wait for everybody else to. No, the boulder there too, so I am gonna have to go down at the exact same rate as them. Fuck.
Okay. You go down, and I'll make a roll here behind the screen. Let's just see how things go. Oh, things are going okay.
Are they?
South for the small village.
Yes.
Yes.
You come out of the fog, and you notice that you're just missing the tops of houses, and you're just clearing trees, and there's people who are out in the field and people walking down the path, and they're all screaming and running and yelling because there's this huge shadow that's being cast down on them.
That's us?
No, that's the team that's lost right now.
Oh,
We're Do I see the castle now that we're in the
town? I'm just thinking, like, if we're just clearing it, what are they doing?
You do not see Castle Tymora.
Okay,
but you just
let's find an open field and just land.
Over a town.
You can hear seagulls.
I can find them if we want to, but I think it's safer for us to go back, right?
I think we should just commit to doing our task correctly.
Yeah, that's right. We do our thing. Because I can locate objects.
Deliver, and then we can go and find them.
Yeah, okay, we can find
I'm telling my team to land in a field.
I'm telling my team to land in a field.
Okay. So you're going to give the command word descend?
When it's an open field.
Yeah,
there's nobody
when
around.
it's an open field, there's nobody around.
Okay. So you clear over this small village out into a field, and you can then say descend.
Right on top of Penny's castle.
Penny's perch.
I'd like to split the teams here, and we'll go back and forth between the teams. So your team, Copper, is descending in a field, and there's a farmer working out in the field. He's like, "Whoa, you can't put that here."
I ignore him.
You drop this mountain-sized rock in the middle of his cornfield that actually has no ears of corn. Like he's just planting it right now. It's an empty field, but you've just displaced a bunch of dirt with this huge rock.
Saved him tons of work, though. Way less.
Sorry, sir. It's an emergency landing.
Emergency landing.
The ground's slightly more packed than you'd like for your garden, but
I think we need to rest our. Griffins. Wait for the fog to burn off.
Wait for the fog to burn off.
Okay, you're gonna wait here and let the griffins rest.
And for the fog.
That's probably
to burn
a smart move.
For the fog to burn off.
Okay.
is it like getting close to nighttime or still early in the day, or?
I'd say it's still before lunch. It's not
Now on
like,
the first trip.
Oh,
yeah.
It's not bad.
An hour's rest.
Yeah.
So it's probably
They'll be
it's
fine.
not quite lunchtime, but it's getting close.
10:30, 11.
Okay, so that's Team B. So let's go to Team A. You guys are approaching the castle. You had no problems finding it. And you're still coming in with some speed, and you need to slow down.
Going it on!
You can manage to do that as a team, right? You're working together as a team, but then you have to place this rock. Not quite as challenging as hitting two cross braces of logs to hit it, but you still have to get it close enough that it's worth, like they can do their jobs close to the castle. That's the whole point of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
To have it set just outside the castle, and then they can chip away at it and break it down into smaller pieces. So the challenge here is to get this thing next to the castle without hitting the castle.
So that's like a logistics challenge. So like an intelligence-based check for everyone.
Intelligence-based?
Well, yeah. So that like we're working together. That's the communication required.
Oh, communication
and the
charisma.
And the.
I do think this is a group thing, so it'll definitely be a group check.
Right. So we think intelligence. Oh no, you're not a wizard anymore. What are you, a sorcerer?
Yeah.
Okay, charisma's pretty good. You're
Definitely
charismatic.
survival.
Yeah,
Maybe
so it's
medicine
just
check.
all about us communicating together. I'm pretty charismatic.
Performing this dance.
So it's
this boulder
persuading each other to persuading each other, because it's not really that difficult thing to do. It's the persuasion of everyone working together that matters.
On the approach, I'm going to cast message to each of the other three individually.
On your team?
Yeah. And just like who's feeling like the least confident at this point in time.
Out of
Well, I haven't rolled
Depend-
one yet.
Electrum and Valerie.
Depends on what the DM is going to
Valerie's
make us roll.
she's had a real hard time with this new griffin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So probably out of the four of you, Valerie's having the worst time of it.
Okay. So, I'm gonna say like this is something that like really pushes the boundaries of my talents, but and this message goes to everybody individually. I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration 3 more times.
Ooh,
wow.
I only have one, so I'm only casting it on Valerie, but I'm telling both of you that you get Bardic Inspiration.
All right. So like a placebo inspiration.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm okay with that.
I'm really pushing the boundaries of my abilities.
Okay, so you guys
we have this.
So do they still roll a d6?
Yes.
Don't add it.
So you guys can roll a d6 and then not add it.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. I'll put
So you
it in
can
there.
see how much it might.
Is this going to be a charisma persuasion check or?
Yeah.
What did you say? You said communication. What
Yeah,
is
which
that?
is persuasion, I think.
Communication is persuasion?
Yeah, I would say so.
I gotta look this. I gotta see if there's anything else that fits better.
Or it could be intimidation.
Well, I feel like investigation might make sense too.
fuck this up.
I mean, if I can make mine a deception to give them the extra d6.
Well, yeah, that's fair
I
too.
like that. That I like.
Well, you're a bard though. You got charisma. You got persuasion check.
Yeah, but I'm better at deception.
Really interesting.
I like deception. At least for you, for the way that you flavored yours.
Well, I think for me it would be all about the logistics of this, the speed and
I think
weight.
it's more of an insight thing.
Insight.
Yeah, I think this is more.
Why is it wisdom all the time with you?
Hey, I'm just picking based off of the skill, not based off of the modifier.
But it would only be insight if we aren't trying to actively communicate together, because insight is trying to
This is you're trying to actively
inquire
communicate
what they're doing.
without communicating.
We are communicating though.
But as you're okay, I'm lower.
Yes,
you're
low.
lowering.
Okay, you lower.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all talking to each other.
So what's the communication role?
Persuasion.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say it's persuasion or insight.
Okay.
You choose.
Okay. With a D6 that doesn't do anything.
Right.
12. Oh God, there's Mike again. He's back.
So it would have been a 4.
Guess who's back?
Yeah, if you could have added that an extra dice, it would have been 4.
Persuasion is 9.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, Valerie got 12 with her D6, which was a 5.
I also have 12.
Yep.
It's the same thing. We're calling it persuasion.
Yes.
Yours is deception.
Is mine deception? Do I get deception?
Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, you can use deception if that's stronger for you.
24.
Okay, and make your roll.
9.
Okay, so because it's a group check, your 9 is helped by his 24. I had 12. You had
12.
Okay, so this large boulder comes in and it's swinging, and you're trying to keep it under control, and you're coming down. He's coming down too fast, but then he compensates and you compensate, and it kind of it's not quite where you wanted it, but it's close enough. It'll work, and it rests on the ground with a thud, and you're able to descend and then unhook the griffins and fly the griffins back to the roost. That's the word I was looking for.
Roost.
The roost, up on the northwest tower. Okay. Now we'll go back to the B team. I mean, not that I mean
the lesser team. Let's be honest here.
It was B, and then this is just what happened to that.
The cast-offs.
It is. I have to say it is.
The Wanderers.
Okay, Copper, you're having an argument with the farmer who's like, "You can't put that down here. Get it off my land."
Sorry, sir. This is emergency landing.
This is emergency landing.
We're from Castle Tymora.
We're from Castle
compensate
Tymora.
you for any corn that's been destroyed here.
You're almost as bad as those Griffin Riders from Waterdeep. They are always emergency landing in my field.
Wow,
Look what
they're
you've
coming
done.
a long
You've
way.
looked
They're coming a long way.
Those Griffin Riders, I can't stand them. They're always shitting in my fields.
That's what you want.
Riders
It's
are
good.
shitting in the field.
Yeah. Helps your.
No, that Griffin shit, that's not good for the fields.
Well, that's great for the field.
No.
They're grain-fed.
No.
They're fair trade
No,
Griffin
it
shit.
sticks to everything. It's terrible. This white gunk.
They shit like birds?
It's the cat. The cat half I almost
the
said
cat's
cat
ass?
The lion ass.
It's
The lion.
ass,
That's the ammonia side of it.
which is more closely related to a gnoll than a dog.
We'll be out of here in about half an hour.
We'll be out of here in about half an hour to an hour.
You better be.
I
I'm coming
throw him a
back
gold.
with the half the
I throw him a
town.
gold.
You give him money?
I'll throw him a gold.
I'll throw him a gold.
Gold? What is gold? Come on, you can charge parking for that in Waterdeep. What is this? Come on, you got money. Cough it up.
I'll throw him
You can
5
afford
gold.
these griffins.
I'll
You
throw
can
him
certainly
5
afford
gold.
to pay me for my fields.
5 gold total. That's it.
5 gold total. That's it.
He'll take it, but he'll storm back to his farmhouse, and he's not happy. He's writing a letter right now to Castle
Strongly
Tymora.
worded letter.
Worded letter.
Yeah.
Does the fog lift?
Okay.
The fog lift.
Let's make a roll for fog.
Roll for fog.
Actually, why don't we roll some digital dice for that fog?
No, he doesn't know how to do that anymore.
You want me? Is this a survival or just a D20?
Survival or just a D20?
No, just a D20.
Not one.
Oh! 14.
14.
Okay. An hour later, the fog lifts.
Okay, guys, we gotta go.
Hey guys, we gotta go.
It's been an hour, and the guys back at the castle, you had said something about wanting to go and search them.
Do we want to look for the guys, or
do you want to wait, or do you want to?
Valerie, you're in charge of this operation. Should we look for the guys, or just wait for them to come back? Do we want to risk your griffins in this inclement weather?
We should probably, we should probably go and search for them. I mean,
okay.
I'm not going to take this griffin though. The griffins that we've just landed with, they need a rest. So there are 10 griffins at our disposal. 4 of them are out right now. 1 of them has got feathers ripped out of it. These 4 that you just rode in on are out for an hour. So there's only 1 fresh one.
So you're good at riding.
I'll go look for them. You guys
take me with you, and I can find them immediately.
Well, the griffin will only hold 1 rider.
Okay.
Unless the second rider is small. So if you are a small creature, I think
Does Valerie say he's small?
Does Valerie say he's small?
No, Valerie. This is just me as a DM telling you.
Wouldn't Valerie be proficient in? Why can't I remember your character?
Valerie will go on her own to go find them. On her griffin.
Okay, well, before you leave, I will cast Locate Object on... What weapon does Lorth have on him?
Lorth has a warhammer.
A warhammer, okay. I've seen Lorth's warhammer. Mm-hmm. It's quite distinct. I'll locate object on that warhammer, and then I'll tell her exactly the direction to travel.
Okay, she will get on her griffin.
Yeah.
And she says, "Come on, hot body, let's go."
Hot body. Okay. And I say, go exactly straight that way, and I also know the distance.
If it's within 1,000 feet? Or
1,000 feet. The object has to be within 1,000 feet.
Okay.
I don't know if they are or not.
Yeah, okay, so that pings, and you're saying, you give her a direction.
That way.
She's like, but that's towards the geyser.
Oh, she has to roll to see if she goes in the
They're
geyser
4
now.
feet from the geyser.
No, I'm just joking. So you point her off in the right direction, and she takes her griffin, hot body, and she races off to see if she can assist.
And when she leaves, Electrum's gonna move over to Cody and run her tail up the inside of his thigh and said, "Well, Cody, if I'd known you wanted hairy pussy, I wouldn't have shaved mine so smoothly."
I know you're full of shit. I know whatever this.
You've been sitting on that one.
You don't. You didn't roll insight high enough.
I didn't roll.
You didn't roll.
I know you're just bluster and a bunch of shit. You're a good friend to me. That's good enough for me. Whatever this is you're doing, I don't need it.
I saw you outside the room there doing this with my brother.
With your brother? Me? Wait, you mean? Are you saying
what?
Are you saying me and your brother were both outside? The two of us.
Turn on the keyboard.
Yeah, we were like sharing the keyboard. I deny all of this.
Just me, Cody, and a couple socks.
Okay, make a deception or persuasion roll.
Well, do I have to? Am I deceiving against masturbating while looking at her, or having to do it with copper? Because I never did it with copper.
Are you sure about that? We were just drunk.
Copper did it separate to me. We were never together.
But you watched each other.
We're wingmen.
We're wingmen.
Oh, wingman.
Your choice as to how that plays out.
Either way, silvery bars.
I got 17.
Okay, so you can persuade or deceive this story has you with.
The story is we're good comrades. We work together. We work together well, and that's it. There's nothing more to the story.
Okay, so now that you're telling this to Electrum,
Everyone who's listening.
and Electrum, you can roll insight to see how much truth there is to that.
Nope. Or you believe me?
Insight? Yeah. It's an 8.
Was
Okay,
that,
so you
was
believe
that
the story.
the truth or a lie?
You don't know? You believe it?
Yeah. Okay, so because Valerie has been sent off right away, and she rolled well on her advantage roll to find them because you gave her the exact location and the direction, she will actually reach the field that you guys are set down in before their hour is up. And she'll see you from the sky, and she'll descend to your location, and she'll say, yeah, you guys got off track there, you got lost, but it's probably good that you made the call to descend and rest the griffins. Smart play here, Copper. Next time, try and stay close to the team and have good communication in the air. There are some things you can learn here, but it's good that you were safe, and it's a good thing you weren't further south, because there's this geyser down there, and you could really get lost if you were to go any further south. It's a good thing that you sat down when you did.
Oh, geyser! Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Geyser. Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Never
You
heard
are
of it.
aware of the geyser at the
Never
end
heard
of the
of it.
street, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So you guys can rest there for another 30 minutes until you get a full hour's rest, and you can attempt this again. You and your team. Valerie is here, but in order for her to hook up to this particular chained gear, she would have to replace one of your team members.
Balin.
So the netting can only hold the 4.
Balin.
Balin,
Okay,
unhook.
so you think that
Balin, unhook.
I wasn't aware. I wasn't able to see Balin and his
Balin,
progress.
unhook.
But
Nah,
you
he's
guys
better
are
at
all
making
voting
beer.
that
No,
Balin
he's
gets.
better at making beer.
Okay, so Balin will get a failing grade on his Griffin riding school, and she will take Balin's place. And
Does he have to roll while he's going back to see if he survives?
Balin, he can take his Griffin back, but he's going to ride it back, tethered to Valerie. He doesn't get to fly it on his own. You had to walk back, or you had to go back with the loggers. He actually gets a ride back.
So he's better than me?
Because he was
Yeah.
only voted out, right? He didn't fail and descend. I guess Copper did fail and descend, but
Yeah.
he did it in a way that saved face. That was
No,
heroic.
everybody really doesn't like what Copper did.
Yeah.
So anyway, Balin will be following, but from the sky with you. So
I try
I
to
need
aim a
everyone
large
on
rock
that.
into the side of the castle.
The side of the castle.
Wow.
What?
He's actively failing.
Okay, well, when I call for
Or
that
where
roll, you can
Kodarim's room.
Kodarim's room.
wrong side of the castle. Anyway, Valerie will take Balin's place, and Balin will follow. Lorth, I need animal handling check for your ascent. Copper, and I will roll for the musket.
Nat 20.
Woo-hoo.
22.
And
22.
okay, Valerie got a 14, and Lemuskin got a 2. So maybe you should have had Balin help you. I mean, Lemuskin can't get his griffin off the ground at all.
So, with the nat 20, are we just like dragging him in the air?
Okay, so you do have the nat 20. I'm going to let that. You are next to him in the positional, so you can compensate for his 2 with your 20. You know, balance it out. This is a team check, so I was forgetting about your good roll. So that does help his 2. So he's able to. He's not doing much, but you're helping him out enough. So you get airborne with this big rock. These griffins have been overworked. You did give them a rest, but they are showing the signs that they have really been used hard today, and so it's a challenge to get in the air, but you don't have to go real high, and you're able to find your way back to the castle now that the fog has cleared. And so you reach the castle, and you can see where this other rock has been placed down next to the castle wall on the east side. And you can now make your last roll. Like I gave the first team, is there any special way that you want to convince your team to do this check?
Yeah, I can say, well, guys, we're a little bit late, but we can beat them closer to the castle. Let's get it about a foot closer.
Let's get it about a foot
We can
closer.
rub their noses in it.
You can rub their noses in it.
And I try to inspire. Even though I can't.
You don't have any ability to do so.
No,
but
it's
you're
just a
trying
speech.
to inspire.
No, it's just a speech.
Could I use my strength to try to guide the griffin to the ground?
This is really more of the griffin strength. As far
could we use our strength together? Teamwork.
I just don't see how Lorth's strength is going to help in this regard.
I'm going to try to investigate the area to find the best place to land.
Can I use insight to get more in tune with my my griffin companion to like?
Yes. I like the insight roll, especially if it's with your other teammates. But sure, with your griffin, you're trying to get in tune with your griffin, and sure, you can roll an insight. What was that you wanted to roll, Copper?
Just investigate the landing area.
Investigate the landing area.
I tried that.
Yeah, I think that was tried already. You can clearly see where this rock needs to go. So,
or how about a history of the best way to land these things?
You already have advantage with your animal handling, right? You're going to give up your advantage animal handling to use your history with no advantage?
Yeah.
I would.
No, I don't like that either. What else you got?
I'll
What
do
a
a
shit
religion
party for
check
skill
to say
checks, especially
this
when
is
you're
the work
a
of
wizard.
Tymora. We must
Because
we
three
must
of us are
do
intelligence based.
good
It's the
for
worst stat in the
Tymora.
game.
All I have is Arcana.
I can't hear what Gord's saying.
I'm
These guys
gonna
are
do a
doing-
religion
they're
check to try and
cross-talking
inspire
with
people
zombies.
to, this is we got to do this for the work of Tymora. And this is we got to work for the god and deliver this.
So you're trying to persuade?
Use a religion check.
Use a religion check.
What?
Rally and do this work for Tymora.
Try to religiously persuade.
Try to religiously persuade.
Yeah, but con is just
I
useful
can give
in
you
general.
the persuasion for this, but I don't know if religion really falls into this.
Okay, I'll try to persuade.
Okay, I'll try to persuade.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 19.
Oh, that's a 19.
Yeah, but it's important.
Okay. So you're trying to persuade your team. Lorth is trying to. What were you doing, Lorth? Your check was
insight to get in tune with my.
Okay, so what did you roll?
15.
15. And Lamuskin, he is what's his position?
His chains.
He is Master of Chains. No,
You're right.
did I write it down wrong?
Thanks, Gecko.
Did I say he was Master
He was
of
the
Chains?
master of mop.
He's the master of mop.
He's Master of Mop, but that I've got it in the wrong spot then.
Master of Mop.
This
He's
is
the
it
water
was supposed to
genasi.
be the Master of
The water
Chains.
genasi.
Yes, I said the wrong name. So
The water
This-
Jadaski is Molluscan hot sausage.
yeah.
Rakus Macau is the master
Yeah,
of
that's-
chains.
Marcus Macau was the master of chains.
You're right, Rakus Macau. So this whole time it should have been the Master of Chains who was with you, and I just read the wrong name.
Oh,
Okay, so this whole time it's been Rakus Macau, not Lamuskin.
that's Queen of Rakus.
He drops his minor illusion.
Well, he's been doing.
It was Rakus the whole time. Anyway,
Moab
he is Master of Chains, and so I'm going to give him advantage with his chains. I mean, obviously this is a chain ability, and so he is the Master of Chains. He knows how chains work, and he's able to master the chains. Whatever. You want a good roll? Master.
He's the chain devil.
And then
Chain devil.
That's good. Okay, he got a 19.
Damn.
And Valerie, she's on hot body this time, so she gets advantage with her roll. And she got 2 15s. So that is 15s all around, and Copper, you got more than 15?
I got a 19.
I got a 19.
19.
But
So
Copper's trying to hit the wall.
Copper is trying to hit a spot a foot closer to the wall than you guys.
Yeah.
And I think with that kind of a group check, you succeed. You're able to get that rock within, say, 5 feet of the wall, which is a foot closer than the last team.
Oh yeah, we won.
Oh yeah, we won.
You were an hour late,
Oh,
but over an hour late. But you did get it closer. I've always said it close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, but in this case, close matters.
Except we're not there anymore
You're not
because
there.
we left an hour ago. So
And that farmer's gonna be sending a bill to Tymora for 5,000 gold.
yes,
And we're all going to throw you under the
for
bus.
ruining
for
an entire
flattening
field.
some dirt.
For flattening some dirt.
Arable
We're gonna
land.
throw you under the bus.
I don't let people even walk on my garden.
He's gonna claim that he was growing magic beans and it's gonna be 10,000 gold.
Okay, we'll see how that all pans out. It's now lunchtime, and Copper's team is a little late to get to lunch, but lunch is still happening, and the rest of you can partake. You're finishing up your meal just as Copper shows up to the mess hall.
I go up to Carrie and I ask how his interview went.
He's still in process right now. It's a long, drawn out process. He might be busy for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Electrum's gonna schmooze the cook again.
She was trying to get some extra rations or some upgrade to her lunch menu.
Yeah.
From Dudley. Okay, he will.
Dudley, you do me so right.
He'll be persuaded. I mean,
you're better than this, Electra. They yell across the room.
Let's have you make a roll. I mean, you can have advantage with your roll, but let's have you make a roll. See if there's a colossal flop here.
Is this persuasion?
Yes.
17.
Okay. Again, like I said, he's easily persuaded, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a terrible roll, but he's easily persuaded, and you're able to get extra fish sticks or something, whatever you're.
Extra long fish sticks.
Oh yeah, with extra dipping sauce.
He loves some tartare.
It's a bit too salty.
And every time he's like, "We're still gonna go to dinner soon, right?" You're like, "Yeah, soon as I can think about it."
You're still gonna accompany me into Waterdeep one time. We can be seen together in Waterdeep, right? I got a day off coming up soon. Yeah.
Okay. As long as things line up together.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do at mealtime? I mean,
he is.
Not everyone has come in from their...
Hung like an elephant.
God.
Not everyone has come in from their duties as far as eating lunch at the same time, but the people who work in the castle, like Fernak, Zoran, and Karm Rockjaw, they all break for lunch and will have a quick lunch and then go back to their duties in the castle.
Is Rosilra?
I'm gonna bring food out to Rosilra if he's not here.
He's probably out in the field.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him some little snack,
Yeah,
a little pastry.
That farmer's field that he has to fix.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely share Cover's failures with him.
Okay, good. Renaud Winster, the Master of Prayer, he presides over, and it's like, let's just say a blessing over the lunch. Let's not be too hasty. And
that's when I take the food out to
let's
Rosilra.
give thanks for the blessing of Tymora on this food, and he'll say a little prayer over it, and he kind of opens one eye and is looking out to make sure that to see who is giving honor and taking time to pray over the food and who is just eating and not caring. Is there any of you that, like you said, you're not going to be...
No, I'm actually a worshiper of Tymora, so I'll do the prayer for sure.
Okay, so he sort of wants to get a feel for who is religious, even if they don't follow Tymora, that they would respect the prayer time over the meal. Is there any of you that kind of reject that and just eat, or does everyone...
Electrum is into luck, or at least getting lucky.
Oh, right, okay, so she would pray to Tymora.
Yeah.
What about Lorth?
Lorth is just picking up the food, just like, not... Today, not, but, yeah.
So, not really respectful?
Not respectful today, like,
okay.
Some
days
off.
you are, so, okay.
Yeah.
What about String?
I would observe the ceremony that was going on, but not necessarily partake in.
Okay. And Copper, what about you?
Yeah, Copper is not religious.
Copper is not religious.
He would sneak a couple of bites if he thinks no one's watching.
Okay. Well, you can roll sleight of hand to sneak a few bites. And I will roll perception to see if I can see him.
A 6.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
Clinking on the plate. Oh, wow.
Everyone but...
Isn't this a priest?
Yeah.
A priest has good wisdom.
but I rolled a 2. So what's his wisdom mod?
Yeah, plus 4%.
Copper's like,
No,
Even if
not
he has a
it's
five.
plus 3.
No,
That's
not
a 7, right?
plus 3.
Yeah, that's better than 6.
What, he was 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So if he sees, it's like
Yeah, just barely.
I just barely see. And is he being outright about it, or was he just sneaking a bite or whatever? Okay. I'll let that just kind of inform the table more about, just so that everybody kind of gets a feel for how their character respects religion. That's
Heathens.
More
Fuck
about
you,
what it's
Codera.
about.
Fuck you, go down.
As far as the mission for today, that's all that you were required to do for today. So you have the rest of the afternoon to be about the castle. Maybe you would offer your services to some of the other people who do have work to do for the rest of the day. That's up to you, though. Your requirement to get paid for the end of the week has been fulfilled. So even if you wanted to go to Waterdeep, you're welcome to. You're now on your own time. It's a half day, but it was some high risk work that you got done in a short amount of time.
I'll help the rest of the castle unless someone else wants to go somewhere or something.
I'm going to look at. I'm going to wait until Copper does something.
Till
I
he
was
gets
gonna
back.
go see the
No, I
see the baby griffin.
See the baby griffin.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to Copper's room.
Oh God.
Okay, let's just go around the table and find out who's who and what's what before we go to the naming ceremony. Okay?
Griffy McGriffface.
Well, Copper will get there. So, String, is there anything you wanted to do for the remainder of this day, or?
No, when the required work is usually over, I generally take it fairly easy. So unless somebody was going to take a trip to the city, I'd probably just be circling around the grounds and casually lending a hand here and there, but not too
Make
much
it look
more
like you're working, but really not doing anything?
work. Not actively avoiding work, but like not openly going out and
Offering to
volunteering
help.
to do more.
Right, okay. Electrum?
about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hanging out in the kitchen?
hmm Not the kitchen.
No.
No.
Not like with Balin Boozebeard in the brewery?
Maybe, yeah, actually, yeah.
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 Because he had a rough day, and so he's probably hitting the bottle pretty hard right now.
Yeah, I'm choosing him.
Okay. You can roll another persuasion check, see if he gives you some of the good wine.
Oh, yeah. Do I get advantage?
It's not someone who. It's not someone who you've been.
He's been drinking.
So
Electrum
the
just wants to
DC's
be
lower,
comped for
but not
everybody.
advantage.
He's always drinking, though.
He's always drinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's
But he's had a hard day, and a pretty girl would
help him out.
perk him up.
Let's roll. I think one roll is good. What do you get?
That's persuasion.
That
Yes.
is a 14 plus whatever you're thinking.
Plus 6, 20.
6 persuasion.
Yeah. Well, I'm a charisma.
I know.
And my whole class is like, I've got friends and charm person,
Mhm.
suggestion,
Okay.
disguise self. I'm all
so-
about.
He's into the hard liquor today, and he'll share his hard liquor with you if you partake with him.
Yeah, we're having shots.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Talking shit about Codarum and
What? Oh,
That's
yeah.
not good. That's a
Okay.
saving throw? That's a 5.
Okay. You get a little bit tipsy.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll. Now that you're good and drunk, I would like you to roll.
Not go down on dwarf.
Come on. That's your default state when you're not inhibited.
You thought that beard was
It's like
bushy.
a negative insight where you spill more information than you want to tell. So any of the secrets that you have,
Uh-huh.
you're telling to Balin.
Okay.
So I don't know what secrets. Remember that I gave you secrets the ones that are on your paper that are on
that are secrets.
The secrets that only what's your character's name?
Electrum.
The only that Electrum knows. Those secrets now Balin knows.
Okay.
And I know what they are, and you know what they are. I'm just going to write them down here under Balin.
Okay.
So you tell your secrets to Balin.
Is this my secret?
Okay.
Oh, this is the research I did.
Okay, knows. Okay. Copper, is there something that you're doing a naming ceremony? Was there anyone else who wanted to do something? You want to help?
I'm gonna head to the barracks unless there's somebody in great need and train.
Okay.
I'll help train people.
So
and
Pernak, the Master of Defense.
Yep.
He's in the training room, which is off to the library in the basement.
I help train rookies.
He's training new recruits, rookies there.
Yep.
You're of a level of an adventurer, so you have seniority over the recruits, and you can help advise them and train with them.
Yeah, and it helps sharpen my skills as well, so keep my skills sharp.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you have your steel defender there as like people are training. Here's if you get attacked by a steel defender, this is what you should do, and stuff like that.
Yep, for sure. Different sort of. Instead of fighting a humanoid, you're fighting a more of a creature.
Mm-hmm. And so if you bring that up in a later battle, you might get a little bonus because you've spent a little extra time. It might not be like an all the time bonus, but it might be a one-time bonus that you can pull out later and get a D6 or something. Because you invested some time into something, I'm going to honor that. But you have to remember, not me.
Me?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You're the DM. I'm just a player.
Bonus, you write it down. Otherwise,
okay. I'll just write down whatever bonus I feel is appropriate.
No, it's a D6. But in a moment where you're like, "Oh crap! I used that expert training that I had." Well, this is training that you're getting. Everyone else, they chose to do other stuff. String is helping, not really helping. You do see. Celeborn Wintermoon. He's the master of gardens, but right now he's in the courtyard working on stuff. And the courtyard is technically like your extended bedroom, right? I mean, he's in charge of scheduling all the workers that work in the fields and the gardens, but he often isn't in the gardens himself. He is the master of gardens, but he delegates a lot of his duties and kind of makes it more of his, he'd prefer to stay in the castle, and so he works on the gardens and the planted pots of flowers that are like here in the courtyard. Stuff like hanging off the windows and the vines and
the fig trees.
Yeah, all of the things that need to be or sheltered, things that have to be grown within a sheltered area. That can't be in the fields. They're here in the courtyard, and so he tends to that. You might see him working and offer to lend a hand with Celeborn. That's up to you.
Yep. Yeah, if he's sort of working on some of the smaller pot plants and sheltered stuff and everything, I'd go over and ask, sort of the daily maintenance, and if he gets to it all the time, or like, if he were to miss a day and I saw that there was tending needed, what would he want me to do, and that sort of thing. So
okay, so he'll train with you a little bit there, and he might ask you to take over the courtyard responsibilities, which may or may not earn some extra coin on a later date. Again, that's something you remember, you write down, and maybe you can earn that. Not my responsibility.
Okay. I don't want to say this out loud in case Copper hears, but...
Oh, here, let me just mute the mic here.
Okay. Okay, yeah, mute the mic. Good. Okay, did you do it yet?
Giant redwood. Larch. A fir. The mighty Scots pine. What about my bloody parrot? The smell of fresh-cut timber. The crash of mighty trees. With my best girl by my side, we'd sing, sing, sing. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, I go to the laboratory. On Wednesday I go shopping and have buttered scones for tea.
He cuts down trees, he eats his lunch, he goes to the lavatory. On Wednesday he goes shopping and has buttered scones for tea. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees, I skip and jump, I like to press wildflowers. I put on women's clothing and hang around in bars.
He cuts down trees, he skips and jumps, he likes to press wildflowers. He puts on women's clothing and hangs around in bars. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees, I wear high heels, suspenders and a bra. I wish I'd been a girlie, just like my dear papa. I cut down trees, I wear high heels, suspenders and a bra. I wish I'd been a girlie, just like my dear papa.
To the naming ceremony. Copper, are you with us?
I am with you now.
Okay, let's head downstairs.
Form on the whole castle.
We'll head downstairs and we'll have a grand naming ceremony for this new baby griffin. You can see that Dale Goodbody, he is here and he's proud and he's going through a traditional ceremony that he does. Usually it's not attended by so many people, but in this moment there's a few extra people who have showed up and they're here for this naming ceremony. And Copper, you're here to name your new griffin that you're tending to after lunch.
Hard body.
You don't have to have anything to do with body. Those are just the names that I gave to those griffins because, I raised them from when they were just a little chick, and so really it's up to you.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it.
I kind of hold the griffin in my arms and talk a little bit about Tildy. My past griffin, how we went to the Olympics and
won gold at the Olympics.
And how great she was. And
looking and then you can hear the Oscar music playing. You can hear the walk off the stage music playing.
And so I raise the griffin up, kind of in my arms up above my head, and I'll say, "I'd like you all to meet
Asterix."
Okay.
And I say to Asterix. Everything the light touches is yours.
Everything the light touches is yours.
Everything the light touches here in the incubation or in the hatching room,
in the basement of the castle.
Yeah,
that's right.
And so the people present there will cheer and they'll be like, "Hey!" And there's a little placard that you can put on their the little nests. And again, each morning you want to show up and take care of the griffin. And that's something that you have to spend time doing each morning before breakfast.
Yeah. Is it a boy or a girl?
They're all female. All the griffins are females.
How does that work?
That's how it works. That's why they are bred in they're rare and they can't just breed in the wild. They have to be bred in captivity.
So they bring one stud in.
Immaculate conception
from Netherese. Oh no, the nether.
Gail Goodbody has like a mother doe or something.
He's like the one.
Life finds a way.
Yes, life finds a way.
Yeah, Goodbody.
That's why they're all body. Yeah, they're all his kids.
He's a druid. He shape changes.
Yes, that's it.
What it is. He's a true shape.
He's a shape-changing druid that shape changes into the male Griffin.
Bangs all down.
I almost killed one of his kids.
Okay, and if that takes care of everyone did a thing, we're gonna wrap it for Castle Tymora. Tune in next week for more.
Next week?
Well,
3 weeks.
Yeah, the next episode of Castle Tymora: The Next Generation.
Thanks for listening to Perilous Pursuits. Be sure to check out our website at perilouspursuits.com. Rate, review, and tell your other party members about us. In the meantime, go take your knoll for a stroll, give your gazer a big hug, and go play some D&D.